So, what do you guys remember from last session?
There was a jockey.
We got locked in a room and we beat each other up.
Well, we went to the Abbey finally, and then dude is creepy as
You
fuck.
leveled up?
Yeah, it got weird. I was getting Hannibal Lecter vibes from him.
He's got,
I don't think his plan's gonna work.
well, especially if we don't help him with it.
Well, yeah, but I also don't think it's gonna work because Strahd a little bit, self-centered.
We took Irene into a lake, and we talked to a statue of Sergei, and she touched it, and her spirit walked off with Sergei, and Strahd's pissed at us.
Very pissed.
Yeah. And as far as we know, she's still standing there holding the statue.
Okay. I think you guys got it all. I can't think of anything in my notes. Don't show anything else either. So
We all turned into lichens and fought each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. And now there's a pecking order.
Heck.
So you guys will complete your long rest. So make sure you push that button. You'll wake up in the morning. Is there anything anybody wants to do in particular?
And then we're level. What level are we again? We're level 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Long rest. Reset.
I am stretching
Build.
and aching.
Uh,
Let me refresh. I'm just getting a gray screen.
It took a while for it to load up.
I don't get
Okay.
any new spells.
You probably don't get new spells. You get more spell slots if you're higher.
I didn't get any new spell slots either. Let me take a look.
Well,
at
I can
my
tell you, I
character
have
sheet.
2 4th level spells now, as opposed to 1.
There it goes. It,
13. Yeah, there is a discrepancy. I was supposed to have 13 spell slots. I only have 12. Unless I had to add another.
Did you re-import your character after?
I mean, I only
leveling up?
have 12 spell slots at this level.
I have 13.
I have 4 first, 3 second, 3 third.
And we're supposed to be level 8.
Yep.
Yep. And I should be good because I got. Where is it? 3 first and 2 third level spells.
But yeah, I'm definitely missing. Just give me a second. Let me add something.
I'm pretty sure she's only supposed to have. But oh well.
I have a question to ask you, Jason.
Mhm.
I know we haven't played with it much. Are we ever going to really play with food and water, or should I just kind of ignore that for RP sort of sake?
I haven't been making you guys do it.
Okay.
I was just
Okay.
ignoring it.
Oh, we can always
I
use the turtle.
Oh, gee, thanks. Ask a single question concerning a specific goal event activate within 7 days. Sure, why not? Let's do that.
That's how I reset the charges.
Then we'll go here. Then I go here. Then I go there. Then I go here. And then how do I load up again? Oh yeah, press D&D Beyond. Upload. Close.
Did you change it so that we can upload our characters ourselves, Jason?
Jason, it still says I only have 12 prepared spells. Can you maybe do it?
Oh, prepared
Yeah.
spells or spell slots?
Spell slots, it says only 12. But I
I'm
have...
going to say 95% sure you only get 12 spell slots, but you might have more prepared spells.
No, yeah. Prepared spells, I get 13.
But spell slots, you probably only have
Okay.
12.
Yeah, probably 1, 2.
I'm importing your stuff, so it's going to be changing
Yeah.
stuff on you right now.
I
Okay.
have 12 spell slots for every day as well.
There we go. Okay, we're good now.
Okay. I'm going to be stretching. I'm probably sore from last night.
I'm gonna bring you a bucket, some warm water, and a cloth, and hand it to you. Be like, you look a little bloody. Might wanna wash up.
Most likely, I'm pretty sure we're all in the same situation.
I only have one bucket, one cloth, so I guess we'll start with you, and I'll hand it to you.
I'll just start wiping up.
And as you guys are kind of cleaning up for the day, is anybody doing anything in particular, or before I
Not particularly.
press forward?
I'll tell the party that Owen
No, I
stayed up.
am.
Sorry, go ahead, Hella. I think your mic turned off or something.
I'm just gonna pretty much stretch and. No, my mic should be all active.
Oh, no, you cut off
No,
on us, and then we weren't hearing anything.
Yeah.
But it seems,
Okay,
it seems
sorry,
fine
you're
now.
just gonna stretch and whatnot?
Stretch and yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna
I-
stretch and kind of just relax and
Dark,
that. So
your mic is going
Yeah.
all robot-y.
yeah, that's not good.
Maybe just leave Discord and come back?
Is that better?
Seems fine.
Kiki's just gonna ask what's his name, Dimitri or something. She's just gonna say how often we should expect this to happen and how we can control it.
So Dimitri will look at you and he'll say, "Strong emotions provoke the change. It will occur until you've learned to master it.
Is there a book or something we can read?
No, little one." Or sorry, nope, he wouldn't say that. Not in this context. He would say very respectfully, no book. Simply exercising control over the change and during the change is what's required. Wolfsbane helps you. I suggest you carry it with you at all times. It won't guarantee control over the change or your feral impulses, but it will make it easier.
Is Wolfsbane something common in these areas?
We grow much of it ourselves for reasons you can imagine. And he kind of looks at Anna, and she just kind of knowingly gets up and heads into the back. And he says, "We will provide you some, of course, Kiki."
Why, thank you. What exactly do we eat?
People. We have an arrangement. The Kreskovs and the abbot, we have come to an understanding.
I need a minute. Just a minute.
It's better than eating people.
Jason, I have a question to ask you outside of D&D. Food and water, am I able to summon Wolfsbane using that spell?
Which spell? Sorry?
Food and water.
Create food and water.
So I think
Yeah.
I don't know if you can or can't. I don't know if I'd have to see the text. I don't know if you can or summon specific herbs and plants. I know you can do like different food.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
But
I'd have to read the
food
text.
is
I don't know the answer.
okay.
You can just if you want to explore, you can just share the text. And I'll take a look at it. Give you my
Okay.
judgment.
I just gotta find it. There it is. No, that's not it. Games.
Okay, so food specific. I don't think you would be able to specify that you want wolfsbane specific just because it's an herb as opposed to like a meal. I kind of think of that as like it's giving you bread or meat or vegetables and that's where we get a little bit. But I think I would say you can't summon wolfsbane specifically. Is probably what I would think. Unless I miss something that jumps out to you that makes me feel like I'm being crazy.
No, it says that it's nourishing but bland. So
That's the thing is that, like it kind of gives me the idea of like actual like a meal type food.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of more like an MRE instead of like, a proper decent home cooked meal kind of thing is what it's summoning.
Yeah.
Is how I read it.
okay. I think
But
I think the group
it's a good thought though, for sure. I would have asked the same thing. Okay, yeah, so kind of circling back to it, Dimitri just looks at you, Kiki, and he says, well, it's better than the alternative, eating innocent people.
But what about, lamb or meat, like beef or cow? Well, cow is beef, but I can't say I've had people before.
For those who have been turned, I don't know exactly why, but it doesn't seem that those options really sustain the turned. I think it has something to do with the nature of lycanthropy.
it's like some animals. They can only eat specific plants. Like butterflies can only eat milkweeds and absolutely nothing else. We'll just have to figure something out. My question is, how much meat must they consume a day in order to sustain themselves?
Several pounds.
Ugh. That's going to be a lot of meat we have to carry up a mountain.
Mountain. And he kind of looks to the group.
Well,
I'll let the bard explain.
well, our goal is still nonetheless to defeat the devil, and given the information we've gotten at the mountain over yonder, there's a sword, supposedly of pure sunlight.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but if it's what Kiki wishes, I, of course, help you in any way I can. And about this time, Anna comes back from kind of a kitchen area, and she has like a pouch, like a bag, and hands it to you, and says, "This should be good enough for a week's travel."
Another question. So, if they were to have that wolfsbane for a week, could they eat regular meat during that week, or would they have to sustain themselves once again on human meat?
Unfortunately, wolfsbane only affects the urge to kill and be savage. It simply takes the edge off of that. It does nothing more.
This human meat, can we curate it like actual meat, so we can pack it? And I don't know how long this trip is going to be up a mountain. If it's going to be several pounds and we have 3 wolves to feed, that's going to be a fair amount of meat to bring up a mountain and back down again.
I don't know how long you can. We've never really run into a situation where we had to dry the meat or to attempt to cure it. I don't
So-
know that it would work, though.
So Kiki's gonna look kind of lost in thought for a minute, and then she's gonna look over at Owen.
You're not eating Owen. If you have to
Turtle
eat
soup
something,
it is then.
if Kiki wants it, I have no issue with that. But you're not touching Owen.
Yeah, for a second, it's gonna look like she's gonna dry heave, and then she's just gonna kind of gather herself. Oh. Sorry, guys, the thought of eating friends just, it doesn't sit with me.
I'm gonna reach over and gently pat your head.
There still is the option of
Oh.
curing it.
Well, there's only one way to find out, really. You'll have to experiment.
Sorry, I didn't mean the meat. I meant curing our condition.
Oh, yeah, there's that too. Though, I hope it doesn't involve the strange man up the hill.
From what we've gathered, it does.
Wait, the dead man, he was saying that his master and that redhead chick, the one I turned naked to, they're powerful people, the deadhead said. Can we ask them instead of the weird man up the hill?
I mean, we could try to find Van Richten, but last we heard, he's checking out the Vistani.
Oh, right. Well, we don't have much time to... I would rather feed you guys humans than have you tempt fate with that man up the hill.
It is not the man I would be so worried about. Dimitri kind of says as he throws a look to each of you. He says, "It's the woman."
Oh, the lady that he dances with.
Oh no, not Patrina. She is a husk, a toy, really. I mean Esmeralda.
The redhead one. Oh, yes. We know a little bit about her. She's also quite powerful and likes to toy with dead heads.
He
I
kind of
really
looked.
don't. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I really don't think it's a good idea to divulge our condition to people, especially if we have to eat people. I don't think that will be looked on upon kindly.
Well, whatever decision you guys make, it should be a quick one. Either we head up the hill and get the sword, or we diverge your plans and head somewhere else. Either which way should be in the direction of one of the items that we'll need to obtain our goal.
Well, it sounds like we need to go up the hill then. Just don't let him sew body parts onto me. I'm good with the ones I have.
Are you certain about that?
I don't know if we have much of another choice.
You have a choice not to cure it. I'd rather
Eating
have you
people.
whole and not turn into something else. If you eat people, then you have to eat people, but that man might do something make you worse than what you are now. You don't know what he might do to you.
I don't think you can get much worse than eating people.
At least you're still who you are.
Dimitri,
Yes.
if the abbot can cure it, why haven't you gotten yourself cured?
I was born this way. For some reason, his healing arts, they don't seem to have an effect on my family. Only those who are bitten.
Can he be trusted?
Oh, yes.
What happens to those who are cured? Are there consequences?
They are no longer afflicted.
Michael, look towards Kiki. Do you trust her?
No, but I don't have a lot of choices in the matter. Hella, what's your thoughts on this?
I think it'd be best to explore all options possible and go with the best one. If by chance Vistani could help us with and come across more trustworthy, I think it'd be worth a viable chance of checking it out. And if we can maybe Van Richten can maybe even vouch for them and their healing capabilities in the matter, maybe that might be more viable than potentially being turned into a abomination of sorts.
From what we've gathered, Van Richten doesn't really trust the Vistani. He's more spying on them.
Ah, crap.
What? What happened?
Well then,
Sorry. All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. We
All
heard
right.
you say, "Oh crap."
Yeah, my Discord is it decided to pick up my AirPods, and it's changing my
Oh.
settings on me.
Here we
Well-
go. We're all gonna die.
Well, perhaps maybe Van Richten
Right,
might
can you
maybe
guys
know
still hear me?
another alternative.
Yes.
Yes, we can still hear.
Ah, crap.
Van Richten is not towards any of our goals at this very moment in time. If you decide to go up to the abbot and cure yourself, I cannot, on good conscience, go with you. If you were to change, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably try and kill him.
One last question about the abbot's cure. What's his price?
Yes? Well, he will usually ask for a favor, I think, which is a small.
We know his favor.
He's already
asked us
yes.
one.
Well, that's out. Lycanthropy it is.
So you're aware he wants us to help complete Trina.
Oh, he's been working on that for years. Let him. What is it? What are you so afraid of?
He's a very strange being.
Yes, I do agree. The last group of adventurers, he asked them to gather a blue dress. Not sure why, but quite odd. But
Well, this time we
Simple.
are being asked to gather a person.
together a person, what do you mean?
More specifically.
Katrina's brother.
But what do you mean by gather? Did he ask you to harm her brother?
He asked us to send him.
Well, that seems like a small task to be freed from this curse.
Not if we eat him.
Well, don't eat him.
From the sounds of it, that's easier said than done.
Well, I can't argue with you there. But, to my knowledge, he is the only one who can help you.
I think if the abbot is out of the question, I do think we should maybe try to find an alternative means, and then if worst comes to worst, then we help the abbot out as a last resort.
So, What do you guys want to do? We'll have to get a lot of meat in order to get up that mountain.
Which means, from the sounds of it, we need to head to the abbot anyway.
Unless you want to go hunting.
Yes, we might always find the occasional bandages or whatnot.
Between here and the mountain that's to the south, are there any villages nearby?
The village of Valaki is really the closest village.
That's east. I'm talking south, towards the mountain.
Oh, there are no villages to the south.
Ah. So it would be a vast, empty land.
I don't know about empty. There are many dangers. And the Martikovs, of course.
Can they eat beasts? Like, for instance, wolves? Or does it have to be human?
Be right back. I'm back.
Why don't you try it? See what happens. Or is it
Maybe that
because
might not be the smartest decision, but
Or is it because you're both Lycans it won't work?
I might just bite back.
Not if Kiki commands you not to.
That is a fair point.
Hello, let me see your arm. Just kidding.
My gosh. Oh my gosh.
I can look at him. Can Lycans eat each other, or must it be humanoid? Not a Lycan humanoid. Like, for instance, a Lycan cannot eat a were-rat or a were-raven.
So he kind of is taken back and says, "Oh, you were being serious about this."
Yes.
No, you. It doesn't work that way.
We tried to eat another
Hang
werewolf.
on 1 second.
How do you know it doesn't work?
No, the arm will not grow back.
I see. If I were to take a blade, say to Kiki's finger, and would I be able to cut it off, and it would simply grow back?
No, the limb would be gone.
I don't think I want to try that one. Let's just not go there.
Keep all digits and toes, please.
So these are our options. We either get enough food to get up the mountain, or you try and cure yourself by making a deal with the abbot.
Either way, it takes us to the abbey.
I
God,
guess that's...
I knew that was coming.
Okay, let's head off then. We don't have much time. We are, after all, facing a mad vampire who wants to eat us. Well, not eat us, but kill us. Technically, oh yeah, but outside of game, technically we are actually even with Strahd, because he killed 2 of our members. Now this is the second time that we supposedly pissed him off, so we're not technically even. So if he does something, he's then 3 points ahead of us. A point ahead of us, so therefore he'll owe us.
That's how that works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Well, I mean, tactically it's all about his laws and rules and regulations, you know. Gotta keep tally. He also says you took something from me, I'll take something from you. And he already took 2. Now this is 2 things, so they're not even. Anyway.
We'll see how well that pans out.
Right. Burgomaster, do you know anybody that might know about the troubles we might face traversing Mount Cacus? Do we require climbing gear or anything like that?
Yes, if you do travel south, it is quite cold. The lichens will be fine. But as for you, cold weather equipment would be advised.
They build
Uh,
cold weapon equipment in my size.
Rosario,
Have-
I worry about you in the cold. Owen, what is your kind like in the cold?
Much like anyone else, I will require a nice heavy traveling cloak or something to shield me from the cold.
Do we not still have the wolf pelts?
I believe we do. And I think I should have them in my bag if I remember correctly. I'm the one that did pick them up.
Perhaps we can fashion some outerwear for you.
Yay, this one won't fall asleep.
If you could, that would be wonderful.
At least I thought I had them in my bag.
It might not have transferred over, maybe.
I remember you being the one to skin them and take the head.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't see them in my D&D Beyond or in my Foundry one, but I'm pretty sure I do have at least one like an skin on my person.
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
have,
I gave it
I
up.
remember. I remember that.
you have two in one head. You only were able to retrieve one head. The other one was too disfigured.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you can go ahead and add that to your inventory, Dark. Just make sure that way you don't lose it again. So yeah, Dimitri will continue on. Oh, and he continues and says, to Mount Gekis, I would advise climbing equipment. I haven't personally traveled there, not much need. It's a rather barren place. But if you're going to explore, I think I would advise such equipment.
I have another question to ask you. They said that this statue said two things. Sorry, it was the mountain, and then what was the other one again?
You're talking about when Sergey was talking to you guys about the
Yes. He
yeah.
said,
So he says that he sees the sword in a ancient place. It's a dark room with dusty old scrolls.
and then what was the other clue?
Oh, he told us about the ruins of the Silver Dragon.
Right. Do you know where the rune of the Silver Dragon is? That's where we have to go to next after the mountain.
Silver dragon. Don't know if I know anything about a silver dragon. And you can see him kind of thinking, trying to
I'm
recall
trying to
something.
remember the
He just-
name.
he
I
just
know it
can't.
starts with an A. Argus Vault or something like that.
Argynvostholt.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Well, whatever you
I
guys
have-
decide, it's up to you. But if he does anything to harm you guys in any way, I will take aggression against him at any cost.
I think at least getting some food would be a good idea to slow down or lessen the urges, and then potentially find a different solution to our predicament.
I concur.
It also wouldn't hurt to ask him what his task would be to cure us, seeing as maybe he has a different one.
Yes, let us get moving. Thank you very much, Dimitri, for your help.
You're welcome. And he kind of stands up and kind of escorts you guys to the front door. What's the marching order, by the way? Just generally speaking, what in this situation, what's going to be the marching order?
Typically, I always watch the rear, so I'd probably still be there.
I think I will probably come up behind Kiki and at least try to protect her back with since I'm and um just try to protect the alpha.
Okay. And Rosario, Owen.
I'll be sticking beside Owen.
Yeah, Owen will be up near front.
Okay, so Rosario and Owen are kind of side by side on the front, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Hey.
I'm gonna turn into a spider and crawl into Rosario's shell and then just ride. I'm just kidding, though. That's not really a bad idea, actually.
All right.
Well,
And I
not
get the
very
urge to
fast
feed,
moving.
and then she can't, you can't escape from there or get you out of there. You're just gonna go num 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 num.
That's true. That or something would hit me, and then I'd end up shape-shifting out, and then we'd have an alien situation.
What is everyone's? What is your guys' passive perception?
I think 17, but let me find out for sure.
19.
Where is it
If-
listed
if
down
you-
here?
I'm
If
15.
you just mouse over perception and just leave it there, it'll say passive number.
Ah, thank you.
14.
18 as well.
Okay. 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 So as you guys are kind of walking towards the entrance of the house, out of nowhere and it takes each of you by complete surprise, a woman in kind of clad in leather attire and has these short daggers just jumps out and attacks Rosario.
Okay.
Does she look familiar to us?
That one's gonna miss.
Ouch.
Okay. So, Rosario, you see this woman. She does not look familiar to you. This
I'm
woman just kind of
confused.
Yep.
She got a 16.
no. It does. You're not seeing the plus modifiers.
Oh,
only-
okay.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
you.
You're only
okay.
seeing the actual dice roll itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand now.
Yeah. So the first hit she hits you. The second one she missed. So the first hit she kind of jumps out of the shadows and she just stabs, and it just goes like right into your neck. And Rosario, you are going to take, and let's just everybody go ahead and put your characters on the just out on the map, just for ease.
I can't.
Doesn't. Oh, that's
No,
right.
I think you gotta do it.
All right, we'll go
I don't
to
have
this.
any care. Oh, here we go. I can't either. Well, let
Yeah,
me.
I forgot. We will go to.
The one foundry issue I don't like.
I'm going to this map.
I see all of our little cursors going back and
Yeah.
forth. It's not working. Maybe this time. This time.
All right. And then Rosario's missing, so let me put Rosario up there.
Holy crap, Bard. You're like a one-person pantry.
What do you mean?
It just popped up saying you created like 30 pounds of food or something like that. That was
Oh,
weird.
I typed that in a long time ago. I was just typing in the
Yeah.
spell. I didn't actually do it. I don't have the spell.
Yeah, it just popped up. I was like, wow, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
45
Yeah,
pounds of
it's
food and
popped up for me
30 gallons of water.
30 minutes ago from here.
Yes.
All right. Just waiting for Sirenscape to load my musica.
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll just click this one.
Feast on your flesh.
What's that one? Yeah. Let's do it. Why not?
What?
Apparently, she wants to feast on Rosario's flesh.
I just clicked on werewolf fight and apparently they have a little dialogue going.
Leave my friend alone.
So this this girl, and she's not that big. Like, she just has like an average build, but she looks extremely agile. She comes down, she does 2 quick jabs. The first one connects right into your neck. And Rosario, you are going to take 38 plus 14 damage.
52.
So let me go ahead and do that.
That is brutal.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay. And then we will go ahead. Let me get everyone selected here.
Oh, is that do a saving throw? Hold on a second. Is that for Constitution?
Well, because it says you have something concentrated, but you shouldn't have a concentration on right now because you haven't casted anything.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so everybody go ahead and open up the combat tracker and roll your initiative.
Oh, shit. Nat 20, huh? Nope, 19. That's what I rolled. 19.
There are 2 Rosarios on the thing, by the way.
Rolled higher than
There are.
a 3 for initiative.
There are 2 Rosarios on the tracking on the thing.
Boop, not anymore.
Okay.
Oh, and
Okay.
are you just not feeling it?
Yeah, Owen's not in the mood for this. He's like, nah, I'm okay. Okay. So the bard, you see this attack, and the only thing that she says is Strahd says hi, like as she stabs you.
Oh, well, I was going to try to stop her, but, just so we could talk, but after that, nah, she died.
She stabbed my friend. She's gone.
In that case, I am a little bit back. I'll get a little bit more distance, just in case if she tries to charge, I don't think she could make it. And then I will whip out my longbow. That probably misses.
That does indeed. That's a hit. It'll only prompt you for damage if it hits.
11 damage.
Yeah, so that second shot just hits right in her shoulder. And just kind of slices it. Okay, anything else?
I'll look at her and just snarl and say, "He's the best you can offer."
I like it. Okay, Rosario, what you doing?
First I'm gonna do is heal myself. There's also 2 Rosarios on map too.
On
No,
the
I
map?
only see one.
I only see one.
I see 2.
I only see one.
I see 2. Yeah, there's 2.
It's under Owen.
Oh, there's one. There it is.
Okay.
Oh, but now Rosario's
Sneaky
not in
Rosario.
the quest tracker or the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I added her. It was because I had deleted the other one. Do you remember what your roll was? Whatever. I'll just set it to 24 just so that we're.
I was underneath the bard, if that helps.
Yeah, I think she had 21 or something.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll just set it to 24. That's fine. Okay, yeah, go ahead. What you doing, Rosario?
Let's go here. Let's go to spells. Is it cure? It's healing. Which is the touch one?
Touch one is cure
Cure
wounds.
wounds is the touch one.
Cure wounds. Okay, I'm gonna cast it on myself. Is it healing? Cure wounds is the bonus action as well.
No,
correct?
healing word is the bonus action. Cure wounds is the action.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually sort your spells into the actions themselves. So you could see all your bonus action spells versus your action spells, things like that.
Okay, so maybe I'll do a bonus action first. Okay, so I'll do this then as my filter action. Wait, as my bonus action. Oh wait, but it only works when I do damage. Right?
Yeah, so it sounds
any
like
attack you make deals. So I have to do it, but I can't do an attack as a bonus action though.
right. So you would use that as a bonus action first, and then you would do an attack, and it would do. But if you do that, you won't heal yourself.
Well, if I attack, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll cast that on myself first. Is it a concentration spell?
That one, probably.
See, yeah, okay, because concentration. Okay, I'll cast it on myself then. 10 feet this damage. Or cold, your choice. Any creature that takes this damage can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Since starts this 10 feet of you has its speed reduced. Oh, hey! The speed is reduced by 10.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm definitely casting that then. And then as my action, I will cast Healing Word then. Card spells, Healing Word, go standard roll, and we'll go with this. And...
Trying not to rules Nazi. Trying not to rules Nazi.
Now, you know how I have
that was Healing Word, not Cure Wounds. This is an FYI.
Oh yeah, I know, but it's a... Oh, okay, never mind.
If you're using your action, you might as well use Cure Wounds because it's the better heal.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I meant to do. Okay, so it's gonna be that. Now, my other question is, because I am, because I'm a life cleric and I have that ability, if I cure a creature, I only cure it then, I also cure myself. Does that mean I get 16 twice?
No, it's that because if you cast on someone else, that's when that effect triggers. Where you're
Okay.
already casting this on yourself, it's just gonna be the single heal.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's 15 plus 16.
Yeah, so I already added it.
Okay, that's it. That's my action and my bonus action.
Okay, perfect. Owen, what are you doing?
He's like immediately like charging forward, mace in hand. He's not having it. He's not having it today. So he'll. Is she within reach?
Yeah, you're yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah, I don't know where you are. I'll just put him right there.
Yeah, it's fine.
And just try to swing. Is it this one? Oh, I gotta click on her, don't I? So I try to remember Foundry again. There we go. Attack, normal.
That misses.
Okay. But Owen would like to bonus action shove.
Ooh.
So that is, I believe, I make a strength athletics contested by the target strength athletics or acrobatics. So I will make. Oof. All right.
So she's yeah. Well, you're pushing hard, but she is just nimble.
Yeah. All right. And he'll just follow up with his second attack. Normal.
Hit.
All right. That's it for Owen.
Okay.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna healing word. Rosario.
Okay.
Did it not go through? Oh, hold on.
You're using your staff, right?
Yeah. I'm clicking on it. It's not doing anything. Oh, hold on a second.
You're clicking on Healing Word.
Oh, it's because I was on pop out. 1 second.
Boom.
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna heal her, and then I'm gonna look at her and say, I've never really been one for fast food, but for you, I'll make an exception. And she is gonna full on pile drive right into her and try to pin her down to the ground.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. You're really bad at those.
Yeah, it's so bad at those.
Yeah, you grab her. Actually, I think I probably had to do with grapple. Is it always athletics versus athletics, or is it? I think it could be either. Whatever. You want.
Athletics or dexterity, depending on how they want to escape from how I remember it,
Yeah.
Yep.
or attempt to escape.
Yeah, the escaping is one thing. I just don't remember if the actual grapple itself. But regardless, it lost. So,
Yeah.
Kiki,
Yeah.
you grab her.
So I'm gonna just grab onto her arms and kind of just shove her down into the ground, just kind of holding her there.
And don't
And I'm
forget. Sorry.
Oh, you're
Okay. Anything else for you, Kiki?
I'm just gonna growl at her, kind of like a really kind of feral growl.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Perfect timing. And you do with that proximity, Owen and Kiki, the two of you do definitely see that the daggers she's wielding are silver plated.
Good thing I've got her arms.
Hey, Hella, what are you doing?
I am going to move up, right up to here. And then I am going to take my pack weapon out. I am going to hex her. And I'm assuming that it is, and I'm going to hex her dex.
Okay.
Okay, where is my spells? There it is. Yeah. Just to use one, I am going to cast it. There we go. So that should be take one out. I'm going to hex her, and then I am going to take out my spear. Sorry, I already have it out, but then I'm going to use my Hex Warrior as well, which doesn't take action. It is just a straight standard free action. And I'm going to add my... Sorry?
You're doing what?
Using my Hex Warrior.
Oh, the class feature. Okay.
Yes. Which is then going to add my charisma to my... if I don't put it out there, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what Hex Warrior is.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't have to declare that. It's something that you just once you have what do they call it? I forget what they call it. You basically bond to your weapon, and once you've done that, the Hex Warrior thing applies. You're talking about the magical where you can use your charisma, so that's fine.
Yeah, my charisma.
packed
So
weapon.
it should. Yeah, so I think with that, it should give me pretty much a +9 to hit total.
It would be
Then
the plus modifier would be plus. The Foundry will do it for you. You just need to have. It's just going to be that +5 because your charisma is going to be +5. Is
Yeah.
what it would be.
Well, and his proficiency.
Proficiency doesn't get added to your damage, right? It's just the.
Yeah, but
It gets added to your attack
yeah, that's
rolls.
what he's saying. Is 2 hits should be a +9.
Oh.
Yeah.
Correct. That should be a +9. I thought you said the damage.
Yeah, it's just just the hit, yeah. And then I am going to take my 2 attacks with it, as I do get 2 attacks with my packed weapon. And with her being grappled, that would be with advantage, wouldn't it?
No, grappling does not affect advantage or
Is
disadvantage.
she
Okay.
on the ground? Kiki said she was pinning her on the ground.
Yep.
It is true. The prone would.
Prone gives you advantage.
Okay, so then I will just roll that again there just to see if I do get that crit. Just do a normal.
Ooh, close.
Close, okay. And second attack.
Hi, Roland. Look at this. Yeah, she's not in good condition. Those are like you just kind of just stab into her body and just kind of take out impale chunks of flesh. She's bleeding pretty good. Okay, anything else you want to do?
I am going to look at her and is saying, and just say, and it's like, how does it feel to be penetrated? And then that is going to be my turn.
Does she look delicious?
And she says, I don't know, you tell me. And she stabs at you.
I would like to use protection, using my reaction to give her disadvantage.
Well, she has disadvantage
She's
on
already
the
got
ground.
it.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
Whoops.
Oh,
That
well.
would be that is a miss. Because I was rolling twice because it's a fast forwarding roll. Let me then doing it again.
Yeah.
Command. Okay, so that one's definitely a miss right there.
Yeah.
So so the first time she kind of swings her dagger up, she like jabs it at you, and Owen just with his shield like blocks it. And then the second one, as she tries to get back, Kiki's just holding her down. It's just too difficult to get at you. She just can't quite reach. Okay, the bard, what you doing?
Seeing as she's on the ground, and I'm probably too far away at this point because I didn't want her to get close to me, I won't be able to walk up. So I'm just going to look at her and say, "You do look quite tasty. Maybe a little bit of a light snack."
Nice.
And it's a, I don't know if it did this. I had to do the saving throw.
It did.
Okay.
Yeah, she failed with a 7. Okay, anything else?
And why not? I will, help top Rosario off a bit. Nine health. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Let me go ahead and add that for you.
It did,
Actually, it already
yeah.
did.
I targeted Rosario.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, that was it for you, say?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Okay, Rosario.
Okay. I don't know where my weapons are. Is it an inventory action? Claws, unarmed strike. I thought I had a weapon. I do. Where's my silver sword?
If you don't have it equipped, it won't show up in your actions. You have it in your inventory, but you still have to equip it. Which it takes if it's not equipped, it takes an action to equip.
Equipment. Oh, it's not even in my inventory, period. Okay. That's weird. I guess I'll just use my flail then. Where was it removed for the inventory?
No, I didn't remove it. Did you add it to D&D? Because it'll clobber your inventory when we import from D&D Beyond and match whatever's in D&D Beyond. Was it in?
No, it's gone. Not even in D&D Beyond.
So that'd be why it's not in here, is because it wasn't in D&D Beyond. But we can add it. It's fine.
No, it wasn't. It was in it was only in Foundry. Yeah. Okay.
So that'd be why, is because when we imported.
Oh, good. Okay, I'll just hit with my flail. And I hit with this, and I also get the spear thingies, and the spear thingies does, what is it again? 1d4, 1d8 radiant damage. 1d8. Roll. So 3 radiant damage.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
now
she's
that
hanging
it's
on by
on
a
my-
thread.
Now it's on my next turn. Her speed is cut by reduced by 10.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
And she can't regain any HP either.
Okay.
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 And you guys do notice about this point, the blood that you're seeing, like it's on her person, but then as it's like cooling off onto the ground, it's like just disappearing as it's falling onto the, quote unquote, on the ground. Owen, what do you do?
He's still pretty upset with. She's stabbed his friend, so I guess he's just gonna take his 2 swings.
Okay.
So, is she still prone?
Yeah. Yeah.
25. The last attack, I forgot to remove the +2 for dueling. So she should technically have 2 additional hit points.
It's fine.
Yeah. So it should be removed now.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
and-
she's close enough to death. I mean, she only had 4 hit points left. So yeah. So she's gonzo. But as you hit with that final strike, she just kind of gives you this grin as you're swinging the mace. You just crack it right on her jaw, and her whole figure, she just kind of turns into like this swirling black smoke, including her weapons. Everything just disappears, and she is
Damn.
gone.
I wanted to eat her.
You can eat Strahd. He's humanoid.
We could.
At least when we go for our final battle against him, you don't have to worry about any physical damage.
I'm sure he has other tricks up his sleeve, though.
Well, he lives in a place of werewolves, so I'm sure he has his ways.
So you guys are just outside Burgomaster's house in Kresk. Let me put you
Did
back in.
our actions there start drawing like guards or anything?
Nope. Very odd.
Well, what's his name? The guy up the hill. Isn't he trying to make a bride for Strahd? He could have told Strahd.
Strahd already knew we were here.
Oh, so.
And let's see. Anyone who has a insight above 14, you would know. Like, you would just, the people walking by and whatnot, like, it was almost like they didn't even see you. Like, people are just, they're just carrying on.
Is it just me, or does it seem a little strange that we more or less just killed someone in the street there and everyone seems to be oblivious?
Yeah. What the Barovia?
Well, the Burgomaster did say they have an agreement with Abby for eating people.
That's just him and
Maybe
the
this
family.
is the norm.
Could be.
What mostly worries me is Strahd is sending his minions after us with silvered weapons.
Which means that he's aware of the fact that you're werewolves.
Which I think makes it even more important to protect Kiki.
Well, he is the land, as the old saying goes now. I'm sure he's fully aware of what goes on here.
Let's just go speak with the abbot
Yes.
before any other shadows decide to attack us.
What if they attack us up the mountain? And we have no food?
Well, we'll come to that bridge when it happens.
Okay.
Yes. Rosario, is there a way you could tuck your head a little bit so that you could still see in your shell, but that nothing else can jump out and stab you in the neck?
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. So you guys are heading up to the abbot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what the plan is.
Okay, so it'll be about an hour. Let me move you guys over here, and you guys go ahead and set yourselves in whatever marching order. But yeah, you guys come to the familiar gate entrance, and you see Otto and Siegfried on the other side, just kind of doing their thing.
Oh, Kiki, you made friends with it last time. Why don't you introduce yourself to him again? Seem to like you.
Kiki will she'll reach down and pick up a rock and just kind of shake it with this, like, happy looking face.
Oh, so you caught his attention and then started shaking the.
Yep.
Whoa! Oh, friend! As he comes running around the corner.
Good to be a very back.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You want the rock? Take us to the abbot, please.
Okay. So he just takes you in. You guys know the way.
Bring it. I'm targeting myself.
And when you guys get here, as you're kind of coming into the gate area, or as you're kind of coming into the courtyard area, excuse me, you do see the abbot over here. Seems to be scolding that mongrel folk that is tied up to the post over here.
Okay, I'm gonna chuck the rock then for Otto.
Okay. He goes and chases it. You chucked it a little too far.
Apparently, like off
He's
the
going.
map.
He's going.
Okay,
so yeah,
get off there.
It's in the courtyard.
Courtyard. Okay. Sorry, I really.
So you're just hearing the abbot. He's just kind of talking to this female who has she has like an arm that looks kind of like a crab, a little lobstery, and he's saying, "You mustn't take that. It is not yours." And she's just kind of holding her head down in shame.
Kiki's gonna look at both the bard and Hella and say, "Surf and turf?"
No.
Wow. The bard will laugh though.
Ah, we have visitors. Again, welcome. And he just kind of looks at each of you. Have you brought Casimir to me?
Unfortunately not. We actually haven't left town yet, but speaking with the Bürgermeister, seems you may be able to help us with a situation of ours.
Ah, what situation?
Well, we understand your arrangement with him, and we either seek to end our affliction or reach some sort of similar arrangement. Not sure yet.
Ah, I can remove this if you bring Casimir to me.
The fear that they have is if they can approach Casimir, they're hungry.
It is a risk, but not all of you need to go.
Unfortunately, all of us will have to go because we're currently being hunted by Strahd. And we cannot face him alone.
Well,
Save numbers.
I do need Casimir alive. The ritual requires he make a sacrifice willingly.
Well, that won't really work if he's regurgitated remains, will it?
Do I have your word that you will bring him to me?
Well, you said willingly, so he has a choice in the matter?
Yes,
Well, as long as you give him a choice on whether or not he wishes to act, I don't see any issue.
Now, to be straight, our arrangement is for us to deliver Casimir to you, correct? Not to coerce him into doing this sacrifice. If we bring him to you, to your abbey here, we. Is that what you're asking?
that is correct.
It's up to you guys on what you want to do. I honestly don't know what Strahd's opinion is of all of this. But he hates us regardless of regardless of what we do.
And we can't force him either, so if he says no, then I guess we are out of luck for a matter of speaking here.
Yes.
And what of the other arrangement we could reach?
We have many afflicted here that were driven to insanity. If you require food, I will provide it. But you cannot eat yet. Esmeralda is upstairs. She is your enemy.
Why would Esmeralda be our enemy?
She hunts lichen
Then perhaps you can cure us.
And he just nods. If that is what you wish.
You can
But as you-
visibly see the bard trying to weigh the pros and cons.
Were you speaking Italian?
Apparently,
Yeah.
one of the men speaks
Crazy around here.
Italian.
What's funny is that's actually the Village of Kresk soundtrack. It's not even the Abbey.
They're Italians. Makes sense. They're pretty hairy.
Yeah.
So we have. It's up to you guys on what you want to do. Personally, I would rather not risk any ill effects upon Kiki and rather just eat whoever she needs to eat. As long as you don't touch Ellen.
Well,
We have a mountain to climb. In your lichen forms, we can make it up a lot more easier than it is in your humanoid form. We don't have time to go to Veliki and look for a man. Veliki is currently not our objective and completely out of our way. I say we see if we can cure meat or not and see if you can eat it. If it must be fresh, then that's going to be a little more difficult.
we could always just try the cured meat and travel on our way, procure what we can, and if we
Yeah.
can swing by Valaki and get this young man, then
The mountain,
if it is inconvenience in our path of travels, then we could do so then.
I agree with this. But
This
we
is
must do
true.
the. We have two objectives. We have to go to the mountain, then we must go to Ostravach thingamabobber place.
Argenvostold?
Yes, the place starts with an A. Then we can go to Veliki. Let's fulfill our two tasks first.
Ah,
Yes.
what brings you to Arkenvost? Well,
Yeah. Oh, sorry. We have no idea. We were just told to head there. That's it.
by who?
Some strange guy named, I honestly can't remember.
Hey, roll deception.
If it was any other name, you wouldn't have asked me to ask the roll perception, because I honestly would have forgotten.
He just looks at you and says, "Friends do not lie to friends."
I never met the person. I can tell you that honestly.
Well, that's true. She wasn't there.
Exactly. I only know from hearsay that we are to head to Ostrenfoss. That is one of our tasks that we must fulfill. He is not a comrade of ours or acquaintance. It was a one-time thing that I was privy of the knowledge to. And I'd rather not drag him into anything that he is not involved in.
He just kind of nods. He says, "As you wish."
But do you happen to
Ah,
know where this A place is?
A place.
We have no idea.
We were briefly told.
It is. It is to the southeast. Follow the road.
if we were heading back from the mountain, since we're heading there first, what way would we go? Northeast then? From the mountain?
You can see it on the map.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to be in
I
character.
know.
Our role playing here. Practically, we can't see the map.
If you go to Valaki, there is a road not traveled that goes southeast.
Okay, we'll just have to try and figure out a way from the mountain, and then we'll head east towards Valaki, and that should take us to where we need to go. So, I think we should try and cure meat first. The less
Yes.
people who will be affected by the cold, the better.
Agreed. Perhaps in this form, there ain't no mountain high enough, there ain't no valley low enough to keep us
Oh
from
my
getting
god!
Wow.
Strahd. How was that, Bard?
Very poetic.
You've probably been that in this whole time.
Actually, no. It just came to me.
Oh. Okay, so I'll look towards the abbot and be like, can you, oh, right, we have to wait until that lady leaves. Okay, where is this lady? This Esmeralda?
She is upstairs.
Okay. I'm gonna look towards Owen. Hey, Owen, you wanna come meet someone? Oh, shoot.
I'll look towards Kiki, Hella, and the bard and say, not if it puts a distance between everybody.
My only concern is if she has any senses, and she might be able to sense something on the three. Can she sense whether someone is a Lycan or not?
She is trained.
I
Okay,
think it's best we wait down.
okay then. I will go up myself then and go speak with this Esmeralda. Perhaps she can shed some light on some information.
And he just kind of nods.
Okay, I guess I'll go by myself and speak with Esmeralda.
What's everyone else going to do?
I guess I don't know. I will kind of stick around where the Bard and Kiki are and kind of just hang out and chill.
I'm gonna go to this wall and just start playing my lute.
So how do I get upstairs?
So the abbot, he'll just kind of gesture this way, and he'll say, "I will take you
Ah,
there.
thank you.
This way." And he's walking.
He's disappeared.
Yep,
I
you're
think he went
supposed to
through
follow him.
the doors over there.
Coincidence,
I
huh?
think.
Sorry,
Yep.
son, I can't always see chat. But I decided to check.
This way.
Yes, vampires may be greater
Sorry, I
than
don't have very
lichens. You
long
may be
vision. Turtles
correct.
have 4 eyes.
But right now I'm afflicted, so I gotta figure out what to
As,
do.
as you come to these stairs, he just kind of gestures.
Let's see here. There we go. That works.
We're level 8 right now.
And then I go up.
Yep.
Okay. Now where do I go?
The DM led you to this door. This way. This voice is so creepy.
What?
It is very creepy.
I am debating
One of these
whether
days,
keeping
Kiki's
it
gonna be sitting in
or
bed. She's gonna
or
hear the
curing
voice
myself.
coming out of the corner.
So,
I'm leaning
Don't
towards
give any
keeping
ideas.
It. I'm leaning towards keeping it.
so as he walks into this room with you, Rosario, you hear him say, Esmeralda, you have
She
a
doesn't have red hair.
guest.
I don't think she ever
I
had
don't know
red
where
hair.
the red
Yeah,
hair came
she.
from.
As far as I knew, she always had black hair.
Oh, I thought he described her as
Um,
redhead.
The
No, she has
robot
like vibrant,
is-
like bandanas and
is,
stuff like that.
Ah,
And
okay.
whatnot, but,
Abbott?
she's-
I just misrecalled.
the
that.
abbot
Okay, I'll bow slightly to
of this
Esmeralda.
place, and he's
And then he leaves.
creepy as
and
fuck.
she's like, she's laying there. You see her. She's in kind of like leather clothes and wearing this orange red bandana thing. She's got flowing
He's
black
very
hair,
otherworldly.
tattoos, and she just kind of looks over at you and she's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Oh, my name is Rosario. I found the head. I'll fold the head. We had quite a long conversation together.
Okay. So you're pulling out the head of that you found in Van Richten's tower.
Yeah, he's quite an interesting fellow.
She immediately rises to her feet, runs over to you, and pulls a knife up against your throat. What the fuck were you doing in our tower?
We were told to go there. We
yes.
met a bard at the
Well, we did the fight.
in Veliki, and he told us to go
did the
to
fight.
the tower and we'd meet him there.
But it's
What-
overall
what
still
was the bard's
standing.
name?
And
Oh, I honestly don't remember.
Rick
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
what I
problem for you.
Yeah.
No, isn't it?
I'm really bad at names. I'm sorry. I do know you though. I actually turned into you for a little bit. It was kind of weird.
You turned into me.
Yeah, the head
Right.
told me he thought you were Esmeralda and I turned into you. Kind of whole look at the head. It's like, yeah. He turned me into you for a little bit. It was a very weird experience.
What the fuck are you talking about? Are you crazy?
It's kind of hard to explain. But to be completely honest, we really did meet a bard.
yes,
Can't
I'm playing a
remember his
bard
name.
with a
I
bow.
think it was
Yep,
Rickton.
still.
Is that what his name was? I think it was Rickton. Yes.
And what exactly did he tell you about the tower?
Oh, well, we have another bard in our party. His name is the Bard, and he was in some stocks. And he gave me the Bard's flute because apparently he was supposed to hold on to it. And he gave it to me. And after he gave it to me, he told me to tell the Bard to meet him at his tower. Did Rickton tell you about the Bard?
This is the strangest story I've ever heard.
It is very strange, but 100% the truth.
So she's just kind of, she's like just eyeing you. Give me a persuasion.
Okay. Persuasion.
Come on.
She kind of slowly she slowly pulls the blade back.
They don't know who my parents are, but
All
my
right.
parents are actually nobles.
Let's just assume that I believe you for a moment, anyway. What are you doing here? And why are you walking around with that head?
Oh, well, he was actually quite a nice chap. So, and I
A
didn't want
nice
to
chap. He's a dusk elf.
I gotta look at the shrunken head. I don't know how you can tell. But, I mean, he was quite nice to me, and he told us a lot about the land. Gave us some pretty good advice. We also found a mummy, too. Helped us kind of get through the temple. Well, he's been pretty
What
nice.
did he tell you about this land?
Not much. He said that you're an apprentice of some guy, and this guy is researching some people. That's about it. Other than that, he mostly just talked about himself. I think it's because he said that you only ever summon him just to talk to him about information, and then you stick him back in the box. I kind of felt sorry for him, so I took him out of the box. I'm sorry, I'm stealing your head. He just seemed really lonely.
Do you mind if I have it back?
Well, you might just stick him in the box again, and he'll be all by himself again.
Well, as you said, it is my head.
That is true. But maybe not just stick him in the box all day. Maybe let him see the sunlight every so often.
It's my head. I'll do whatever the fuck I please.
Right now, the only two magical items
Okay.
I
I
have
give you back the head.
are braces of archery and
So she takes the head.
a
and
homebrew
kinda like-
version
she, like, tosses it
of
over on the bed.
like Das Loot.
As for
Ex-
the bard
except
gentleman,
for,
Rickton, we didn't see him at the tower.
Right now, it only has 4 spells attached to
we were
it.
told to meet him there,
and
and
I
we're
have
not sure
3
how to find
magical
him outside of the
papers
tower.
of sheet
Do
music
you
that
have
I
any ideas
can
of where he might
then
be?
transcribe other spells.
Well, if
add
I
it
knew
to the
that,
loot?
I wouldn't be here.
I just haven't found
you
the
looking for him
3
too?
spells I want to put on it yet.
Yes.
Because the stipulation is I have to know somebody who
See.
casts those spells.
I hope he's okay.
Oh, he'll be quite alright. Not easy to find if he doesn't want to be found.
That's why he wasn't at the tower. I have another question to ask you. Something that the what the heck is he called again? The abbot said you're knowledgeable about werewolves.
Oh, yes.
When a werewolf turns, is there anywhere to cure them? Or is it only the abbot?
You guys. Hold on, I'm thinking here for a second.
Isaac's dead, though we weren't the ones who killed him. We just kind of facilitated.
That was bad timing because
Uh,
mine was more directed at Esmeralda.
we killed Winter Splinter.
Um,
Those from modesty, we did see her naked.
We fought White Claw, but didn't kill her.
sorry,
She ran
rephrase the
off.
question.
So we spoke with the abbot, and he said you're really good at with werewolves.
That's
so my
about it.
question is there any way to cure them?
Yeah. And she kind of
Oh.
pulls out a silvered short sword. This is the only way to cure a werewolf.
Oh, yeah, but they're really hard to kill. I'm a cleric, you see. I'm not exactly a fighter.
We do not have that in common.
Ooh.
Why do you have a werewolf problem? Would you like me to deal with it for you?
No, it's more that I have a long adventure I have to take somewhere, and everywhere we go, there's oh wait, yes, there is a werewolf. There's a white one. There's this crazy white. I don't want to say swear, but because people are streaming. But yes, there's a white wolf. She I can't remember her name. I didn't actually meet. I only met her a couple of times. She lives in a cave just outside of Carez. And
You're talking.
My telepathy was working on you because I was seeing that in my mind. Well, there is one.
You're
yes,
talking about White Claw.
yes, we faced her, and she doesn't like us. She wants to actually turn. Well, talked about turning, and then luckily we escaped her. She
Well, you
needs to
must be some
die.
kind of a fighter if you're going to survive White Claw.
Well, we didn't survive her. More like we kind of ran away.
What do you
So-
mean we?
Oh, remember I told you the bard? We met your friend. We ran away. So we didn't exactly survive her.
She's
She wants to take over Crest, and no one believes us. And we're trying to warn them that she's going to take over Crest. She has a way of getting in Crest. There's apparently secret passages. And we told them about this, and they're just not listening. We don't know what to do. But she's going to come here, and she's going to kill everyone.
Well, there's
But we
3 of
definitely can't
us,
clear.
and
As I said, I'm a cleric.
I am
I'm
not
really good at
the
fighting.
pack leader of the 3 of us.
So while you're talking, she just like really
the
fucking fast.
3 of us right here.
She grabs her rapier and slices you with a regular blade
are
and
werewolves.
looks at the wound.
I look at my hand, and I look at her. What was that for?
I was just making sure that you didn't get bit.
Oh,
Tell me,
we
why,
did.
why don't you show me to your friends?
Oh, we did the silver sword thingy when we had to come in. They wouldn't let us in unless we cut ourselves with silver swords.
Mm.
It wasn't exactly a pleasant experience. Really weird customs here.
Yes, very strange. Where are your friends?
There's hair tingling on the back of my neck, and I'm suddenly getting this strong feeling that we need to.
We're not playing with
I think
default
the bard is
Strahd
out
though.
hunting for her again. Because you see, I have this
We're
spell
playing with
called
a higher
that's
leveled
ascending,
Strahd.
called the...
Give me a deception check.
Hold on a second. Called the something.
Yep. Yep. Give me deception.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's a good one. Hmm. You know, what was your name again?
Rosario.
Rosario. Yes.
So,
I really want to be your friend.
will you
But
hunt her? Will you kill her for us?
I can't really tolerate those who are lying sacks of shit. Put it nicely.
I'm not lying. I told you the truth. We really did cut our hands with silver swords.
And you see her just she tightens her grip on her sword and she says, I don't like being played with.
I'm not playing with you. There really is a wolf who's outside these walls
Oh,
called...
I know that there's really a wolf there.
Yes.
But your friend, the bard, there's something
yes.
you're not telling me.
Well...
You said that he left. He was looking for her. You're not being truthful.
No.
I will speak to the abbot at once about this. And she turns and starts walking away.
Yeah, I'm still playing the loot around the corner, so.
I'm gonna send sending to the bard and tell him to go hide. Do I even have sending? Hold on a second. Let me suck this.
Yeah,
I'm also
I'll hold for a
playing
second. You
Rhyme.
Go ahead and cast it.
During
If I have
the week or on
second.
Saturdays, and once Rhyme's done, I'm going to be DMing Out of the Abyss.
Sending.
Did you guys really move yourselves up into that room?
I'm in a corner. There's no. Is this a room?
No. This. I'm wondering if it's a bug. I'm seeing you guys way up here.
Oh no, I'm right here.
We're not.
Okay, so no, I don't have sending prepared.
I'm gonna move you guys down, and then just reposition yourselves if I moved you.
It could be that because I used it when I was speaking to what's her name, so it could be that D&D Ellen didn't have it prepared.
Okay.
So
All right.
can I?
So you don't have it prepared.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Well, nothing I can do. I'll have to check. Is there a way I can import Rosario into D&D Beyond so I don't keep having different spells?
Yeah. No, I can do it either direction.
Okay. Can you load my current spell list into D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that. I'll do that at the end of session.
Which for us is coming rather quickly.
Yes.
Ding ding ding.
So she
ding,
comes
ding,
out.
ding. Da, da, da,
So she
da,
comes
da,
out
da,
and
da.
Sees Owen here, and she comes over to Owen, and she's like, "Are you the?" And she looks around and she sees all you guys kind of huddled in here. You must be friends of Rosario here.
Is that we are?
Who?
Yeah. Don't be coy. Yes, Rosario is a good friend. And I'll keep playing my loot.
So you see her. She kind of reaches into her pouch, and she holds some dust in her hand, and she says, "You wouldn't mind if I conduct a little test, would you?"
I told her about our incident with the White Wolf because she says that she hunts werewolves.
And she immediately blows the silver dust in Owen's face. He's just kind of watching for a response.
Come now, that's quite rude.
Owen would immediately stand up and grab at her and push her back, maybe reach for her neck and like push her back a couple of feet away from his friends.
Oh. So it seems we have a fighter amongst you after all.
Oh, yes. This is Owen.
Well, you don't seem to be afflicted.
Is this what Rictavio teaches you?
Are you afraid of a little test?
No, but I would assume there would be some sort of common courtesy. You didn't even ask consent
don't have
before
courtesy.
you just blew things into our friend's face.
Yes. And I won't be asking for consent from you either. You can either do it willingly, or I'll find out. It is harmless for people who aren't lycans. Nothing for you to be afraid of, right?
Didn't Van Richten tell us that she would be on the same quest we are, and that would be to be defeating Strahd?
That's what I thought, but
We have many things to get to, and this is wasting our time. Can I roll persuasion?
Sure, you guys can roll persuasion.
Oh, no.
And you can roll, and you can roll with advantage because the bard's helping you.
Anyone can roll the persuasion?
No, Kiki roll. Kiki
Okay,
roll.
fine. Yep.
So she kind of looks at you and she says, "Yes, of course. Where
Oh.
were my manners?"
Are you going to go kill the White Wolf while we go kill Strahd?
You think you can kill Strahd, do you?
Well, no, but we have some ideas on how we can face him. But the White Wolf, well, she's kind of in our way. And you said you hunt werewolves.
I hunt werewolves, vampires. Strahd himself, if I get the opportunity.
Well, we have a means of getting you that opportunity. We just can't really tell you. But if you could defeat the White Wolf, we can get a means in order to defeat him. And I'm telling you the honest truth. We do have a way. We just have to get rid of the White Wolf.
Oh, you just want me to go kill Whiteclaw for you then, huh?
Yes, so that we can
well,
get
I'll be
some...
back before dinner. Why didn't you say so?
Really? Oh my goodness, that would be fantastic.
you just see the bard shaking his head in the corner.
Thank you very, very much. I'm so glad you came here. Oh, my goodness, this is amazing.
Forgive Rosario. They are not so keen in the verse of sarcasm.
Apparently.
You know, Bard and her, like, she's gonna kill White Wolf so we can go get the item to kill Strahd. Now we can go back to our mission.
Well, the good news is that if you get hungry on that mountain, you can go ahead and eat her, right?
Why would we eat our friend? That's
I didn't say mountain. How do you know about the mountain? Who told you about the mountain? Who told you we're going to the
That's
mountain?
a DM slip.
I read it in a book of Jason Perlmucker. He's a very wise man. And we listen to him. He's a very good person. He treats us nicely and doesn't blow silver in our faces.
Listen, just if we get hungry, there's always turtle soup. And I'll just coyly laugh and continue playing my lute.
Yeah, we're going to drop that one.
You already did. Oh, just kidding.
Oh.
Love you.
Yeah, look at you. Okay, if you could take care of White Wolf, we're gonna continue our mission of a way to get an opportunity to attack Strahd. If you meet your master, whatever his name is, what is his name, the bard?
We knew him as Rictavio, but his real name's Van
Yes.
Richten.
If you meet Rictavio or Van Richten, we'll head back towards the tower and we'll tell him what we find.
So you're going to the tower then?
Well, no, that's not the object that we need in order to kill Strahd. It's somewhere else. I just don't want everyone to know because...
Because
If Strahd finds out we're heading there, well, I mean, he's already hunting us, and he already has his assassins trying to kill us, so he's probably already knows we're going there. But I'd rather just have his assassins trying to kill us, not everyone.
Well, you're all over the fucking map now, aren't you?
Let's-
Well, Strahd is not an easy one to kill now, is he?
I'll look at Esmeralda and just say, we're after a sword that apparently is pure sunlight.
Well, that would be handy now, wouldn't it?
Yes. And the abbot has given us some information about Strahd's weaknesses, hence our reasons for being here, and now we must be off to go find this sword.
Of course. Well, I won't stand in your way. I have a lot to do upstairs. I'm very busy.
Will you pass on that message to him?
Of course, right after I kill Whiteclaw.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Absolutely. You guys have a great evening.
The bard just keeps shaking his
And
head.
he walks off.
I was gonna ask her something.
But you could ask her while she's walking off.
What do you know of this Casimir?
That'll get her attention.
Oh no.
She stops what she's doing
No,
and comes
she-
back.
Yep. She stops dead in her tracks, which is pretty much where you saw her on. And she comes back and she says, you just kind of see her pop her head out and look at you.
We're a little bit concerned and have a bad feeling about this, and we're wondering what thoughts you had on the abbot.
I'm more curious why you're interested in Casimir.
Well, the abbot told us to go after him.
Really now?
He asked us.
You can
What
ask
would
him
that be
yourself.
for?
Well, he asked us to retrieve him and bring him here.
Something about a sacrifice.
One he would willingly have to do.
A Dusk Elf sacrificing. That's something I can get behind. For a second there, I was thinking you were going to help Casimir.
Help him
No
how?
problem. Doesn't matter. Anyway,
But-
any way of helping Casimir is a bad thing.
What would your feelings be if sacrificing a Dusk Elf raises another one?
The only good Dusk Elf is a dead one.
You do know why he wants Casimir.
No, I don't.
To bring back his puppet. Start to the T.
Trinka.
Katrina.
I think
Yeah.
it-
Katrina. He wants to
Katrina.
bring Katrina back to life.
The abbot wants to bring back Patrina.
That's why he needs the brother.
He says it will make Strahd happy. Well, that's
You
ominous.
see her just thinking on that one deeply. How do you guys feel about making Strahd happy?
We don't
Honestly,
like
I
it.
want to make him dead, but also
I
want
think
to
that's
help.
all our general consensus.
Also want to help people of the land.
Well, why don't you all run along and take care of the quest you are, whatever it was that you were going to be doing, and I deal with Patrina.
What brings you here, by the way?
Why the fuck would I tell you?
Oh, she's here looking for her master.
Yeah, that's it. I'm here looking for my master. Like the turtle says.
Hmm.
You know, a bullshitter can recognize a bullshitter.
We've been honest with you. Perhaps you should show us some good faith too.
When you say that, when you say you've been honest, she just cocks her head. And she says, a bullshitter knows how to recognize a bullshitter.
Technically, I haven't lied to her, but
Well, sure, but it is.
she's pleasant.
Yeah, he's wonderful.
Yep.
But you have your business, and I have mine. You've given me plenty to think about, and much to do. I have to kill Whiteclaw after all.
Yeah. Or she'll kill us first. One or the other.
Well,
We
you
just keep.
survived through once, somehow.
Oh, we didn't survive, or like ran.
That's still technically surviving.
I used her as a hammer and built her walls.
Doesn't sound like running. Which one was it? Did you run away? Or did you use her as a hammer?
Well,
We used her as a hammer, then ran away.
more like she ran from us when she knew she was losing, and we didn't have the means to chase.
Oh, now she was losing, was she? Boy, this story keeps changing by the moment.
Well, I am a bard. I do know how to embellish.
And I did enjoy your tale. But perhaps we will leave it at this. You go your way, and I will go mine. Are we agreed?
Very well.
Yeah, but tell Victorio that we are waiting for him.
Yes,
And tell us
yes.
what to
Right
do
after I kill Whiteclaw.
Thank you.
Farewell. Then she leaves.
What a pleasant woman.
Oh, she's a bitch. But I like her.
Well, that's because you sound naked.
When she
I
didn't
forgot
strip,
about that.
she didn't strip in front of you guys
Yeah,
this
no. Well,
Well, I guess, shall we continue on our journey then?
We have to get some clothes.
we do need to get that, and we do need all provisions.
Here's some meat, see if it's possible.
Hella, Kiki, the two of you, at this point, so just like a very subtle little gust of wind just kind of blows over to you, and some of the silver dust like just kind of lands on your legs, and now your legs are really itchy.
I think I have fleas.
I am going to be very subtly try to scratch my one leg with my other foot there and make it look very nonchalant.
She already left.
I'm just gonna walk more over toward this way very carefully to get out of.
Yeah. I'm going to maybe walk and wander right over here.
Rosario, if you wouldn't mind.
Mine what?
It's on me.
Oh, I can't form water. I'll just take my hands and just kind of do my best to try and get off your legs. Wait, is there snow? Is this all snow? It looks white.
Yes, there is snow.
Okay, I'll use the snow to get it off you.
Perhaps we should get moving, guys.
Yes, that would be smart.
Well, we can't exactly go far. We have to wait until she leaves so that we can get some meat.
I don't think that's a safe option here.
I guess we can head back to the tower then and think of a plan. Unless you get yourself cured.
He already said he won't do it without Casimir, though.
Exactly. So, what do you guys want to do?
Let's get away from the Abbey. Fear that she
Yeah.
might be listening in still.
Let's get you guys some clothes.
Okay, let's go get some clothes. At least it's something we can do.
Perhaps there are more wolves around here. Maybe we can make some more warm jackets.
Well, we have 2 pelts already, so we'll see how much another pelt is. I'd rather not meet her if that's all avoidable.
We could always
Alright.
just, instead of buying a pelt, we could always just go kill a wolf and take its pelt. We have done it before.
Yeah, but White Wolf is outside the walls. And we don't know what will happen if you meet her again.
And you guys are leaving. You guys are leaving the abbey while you're doing this. Like you're walking and talking.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Kiki fights her and gains dominance over White Wolf, leaving the walls to go hunt a wolf might not be the best idea. Having Kiki in control is one thing, having her in control of all 3 of you is another thing altogether.
Well, let's just start by getting clothes.
Okay, that's simple enough.
Okay, so you guys are going down to the shop.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys descend the windy path. You get down to the store, and you guys see that man, that older guy that was in here last time. He's like, what can I do for you?
Well, we're in need of some provisions that maybe you might be able to provide.
What kind of provisions?
Cold weather gear, maybe some climbing implements.
I may have something. And he kind of looks around and looks at each of you, and he says, pointing at Rosario. Don't know that I have something in your size.
We have wolf pelts, if that'll help. I can craft armor, but I can't craft leather.
You want me to make you some? I'm happy to
yeah.
oblige if the price is right.
Well, is there any way I could do an exchange? I craft something for you and you craft something for us.
An interesting idea. What did you have in mind?
Well, we have the materials for the pelts for a jacket. What materials do you have that you would want me to forge for you?
I could do with a new pot, a really big one, so I can make large quantities of stew.
Certainly. You can work on your coat and I'll work on your pot.
Sounds fair.
Okay. And where can I find your materials so I can start working on that?
Well, I don't have the materials. That's why I need a pot. Or did you mean materials for the
Making a lot.
leather, or what did you mean?
Well, because my goal was if we gave him the material for the coats, he would make the coats. He would then provide the materials for whatever it is that he wanted, but instead of him making it, I would make it for him.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, he doesn't have the metal for a pot. That's what he wants.
Rosario, could you use an old set of chainmail, perhaps? Use the metal from that?
We would need a forge then. Do you have a forge here?
Dimitri does.
Yes.
Oh, right, Dimitri
Exactly.
does. Okay. I'll use the old chainmail to make you a pot.
Very good. If you want to leave your supplies here, I will have that ready for you by the end of the day.
Certainly. And we also need another leather, but we don't have the materials for that. So
Well, he might have
I'll put to
the
Owen.
cold weather gear for Owen. Seems his difficulty is just your sheer size.
The lad's got it. He just kind of gives you like a friendly nod and smile. He looks over at Owen and says, "Do you need some cold weather? I have some fine boots over here. See? Right here. Look, there they are. And there's some more. I have lots of shoes.
And
I
hats.
like making them. And I have a hat.
We're hoping more for a coat.
I got one. It's just not here. You got to turn around. It's on the other wall."
Ah, gotcha.
Yes,
Well,
a heavy cloak or a jacket, something along those lines. It is rather chilly up here.
Yes, of course.
Mhm.
That pesky Jason the Realm Walker moved my book again. Just looking at the price. Whatever. We'll just say gold. I'll make it. How about a gold for this fine equipment? It's the best offer you'll get in these parts.
I want to look down kind of at his feet too, and he says, how much for a pair of boots as well? He'll kind of show that he's wearing like gladiatorial sandals. Not so good for the snow.
Yes, a pair of boots will be gold as well.
Sounds fair. And he'll dig out 2 gold and slam them right down on the table for him.
He takes them and he just kind of gestures to the shoes.
Yeah. Owen will kind of look through, find some in his size and his preference, and try them on. Sees that he's pretty happy with them, and says, these ones, please.
So he just hands them. He just grabs them, and hands them to you.
Right. Yeah. And Owen will do the same, kind of look at, like a jacket or a cloak, and do the same.
Yep.
Must say, I'm feeling much warmer already. Thank you.
You wouldn't happen to have any climbing accoutrement, would you?
Don't know that I have anything like that. Just food and basic clothing is all I deal with.
Very well.
Dimitri may have something. I don't know, but worth asking.
okay. I guess we'll head over to the forge and start working on that pot.
Everybody done with the store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
and then-
believe so. Yeah, not looking at anything. So
Oh, Dark, so you'll have to remove those 2 belts from your inventory.
I have to. I just
Yeah.
added them.
Okay, so
I
what?
will take them out of my inventory
And
here.
then he finds he can't work with them because they regenerate for some reason.
So while I'm working on the pot, maybe you guys can look for hiking gear.
Well, it's in the same spot you're going.
No, I'm saying just in case he doesn't have any.
Well, fair, but as far as we know, this is the only shop and Dimitri's the only blacksmith. I don't know where else we could look in town.
Maybe he can show me how to make some hunting gear. We just need some rope and some hooks, right?
Well, let's see what he has to
That we
offer.
would.
Okay. And how are you feeling at the moment?
Not bad, but I'm thinking closer to midday, maybe we set the tower up outside of town and just keep ourselves barred in it for now.
point of clarity on that, the tower actually is still outside. Nobody ever
fair.
claimed it and took it inside.
Well, then, if you lot don't mind, I might actually just go head to the tower now.
Don't claim. Dark reclaimed it again.
I don't think he ever put it away though. After we came
Correct.
in.
He reattuned to it and all that stuff, but when you guys went back into town, nobody disassembled number 5 and put it in their pocket or anything. It's just sitting out. It's just sitting out there.
Yeah, what was it, like sitting like right here, if I remember correctly, on the map? Something like
Yeah.
that?
Correct.
No one can enter it without Dark's permission. So is it really?
It would just
Ah.
it would just be open. He didn't. There was no I'm closing it up and locking it and put on the alarm or anything.
I'll look at Kiki and Dark and say, perhaps we should move it a little farther from town just in case we get a bit noisy.
Okay, so you
That'll
guys.
be fair. So
you guys-
I'll go with the bard then.
Okay, I'm gonna head over there to start working on the plot. So this way we can get climbing as
And
quickly as
I'll
possible.
hand Owen 10 gold. If you find climbing gear, you can use this towards it.
Of course. Just,
Okay.
you two be safe.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are. Let me get this straight. Kiki, the bard, and who? We're going down to the tower.
I was
What the
going
hell?
with the
Okay, and then Owen and Rosario. What were you guys doing? Sorry, I missed it.
On the plot.
You're going to get the
yeah.
pause.
Yeah.
Okay, so the two you're going over there. Okay, let's pause. I need to go to the bathroom. Let's pause here
Sure.
let's take a quick little 5-10 minute break. and
break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll come back in 10
Kiki,
minutes.
as a note, Kiki does have a 50-foot hempen rope on her, so we at least have that. And then I do have my claws, and I'm pretty buff. So if all else fails, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
The bard isn't as weak as he once was. Okay. Fun. Yeah.
So how is everyone in chat doing? Hope you're all enjoying your weekend.
Yeah. How's my chat doing? Hopefully, hopefully you're having fun.
Well, I had myself a pretty good weekend myself, so a nice little birthday.
Oh, fun times though. Give me a second. I will be right back.
Yeah.
She's back, guys.
Is she fully closed?
Yeah, no, it's weird that she didn't like just decide to take all her clothes off.
I think that was just a weird Rosario thing, but that's just me.
What are these gifts going on here? Blowing silver smoke. Love it. Okay, is everyone back or?
I am back ready to go. Yeah.
I'm back.
No, Sydney. I just thought I heard her.
I'm
Ashley,
around.
were you
Yeah, I'm
back?
around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, excellent. So you guys split off. And as you guys arrive, Kiki, the Bard, and Hella, as you guys you arrive to the your little fortress of solitude.
Uh-huh.
You see some strange marking up ahead in front of it.
What kind of marking? Would I recognize it?
It's too difficult to make out exactly the fog rolling or the mist rolling around, whatnot. But you can see something up there.
Give me just a moment, because I don't want to get too close to it, but I want to get close enough to see it. So I will, if it'll let me do it. Come on. Yep, that's what I'm doing.
I totally didn't do that. That wasn't me.
What are you doing?
I want to cast Levitate on myself, but it's not letting me actually cast. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna close my pop out and pop it back in.
I feel like
Not me. Alright,
What the fuck?
there we go. Levitate. And I'm gonna get like 15 feet off the ground and try to hover closer to the marking.
so. Give me. Well, okay. So as you float forward, you're hovering, and you see this marking, and it has a circle, and inside is this strange looking glyph.
I doubt I'd know what it is, but can I identify it?
You can try.
Arc-
If you want to do an Arcana. So you don't think you can't recall anything. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
even look familiar or sound familiar.
Well, I'll look back then. There's something here. I don't know exactly what it is, but does it look like it's meant for us to walk over it by?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, failed description on my
Okay.
part. Dropping the ball today. It is right at the so you have the entrance to the it's on the ground at the entrance
So
to.
it's like we're
the
supposed to walk
fortress.
over it to get into the.
Essentially, yes. Yep.
Because I don't want to mess with it, I'd suggest commanding the tower to shrink, walking around it, and then moving it.
I will kind of acknowledge that. I will shrink the tower and relocate it.
Realmwalker's like, God damn it.
No, well, okay.
There's a
I'm gonna
range,
stand
yeah.
backwards.
Hold on 1 second.
I take it someone's getting a DM or something.
I'm happy to. I'm googling a quick ruling.
Uh oh. That's never a good.
No, it's not.
What's this tower again? What was it called again? I forget the name of it.
Darren's tower.
Instant fortress or something like that.
Instant fortress. Yeah. This guy here.
Yeah, perfect. That's the name you use. Okay, perfect. The answer is right there. Great, that's fantastic. Okay, so you command it to shrink, and it does not shrink.
Interesting. Well then. I'm not one to take any risks. What about you lot?
Well, there is something I can do.
I have something up my sleeve as well.
We could always chuck a rock on it.
Oh. I mean, yes, and I will just look at what I think's magical, because it's strange. And, yeah. 4th level.
Okay, give me that DC check.
Ooh, it's higher than a 4th level spell, huh?
Oh, let me reread just to make sure. Oh. Okay, yeah, sorry. I misremembered how Dispel Magic worked. I thought you always rolled.
If you meet the spell level, you don't have to roll, correct?
Yeah. So I don't know if you would sense it. Let's say that you. I feel like you would sense. If you like, I feel like you would sense that it would dispel, right?
Okay.
That's how it is in my mind. You don't sense anything.
Okay, well, I don't know if that worked, so I'm going to back up and feel free to chuck a rock at it now.
Has the bard ever used Dispel Magic before?
Oh, I was
Not that I
want to say
recall.
once.
He used it once.
Once.
I used it on
Okay.
me.
Yeah, because I tried to dispel her curse with it.
That's right. Okay. It didn't feel the same. It felt like there wasn't magic, like, because the way I imagine it is when you do dispel magic, if it just automatically succeeds, you can kind of sense that it dispelled. At least that's just how it works in my
Okay.
brain. And then if it's something you have to roll, it's like a struggle, and you like kind of had to exert mental force beyond that. You didn't feel anything. It was like an absence of magic.
Odd. You know what? Go ahead and save the rock, and I'm just going to take an arrow and shoot it.
Okay. So you'll hit right wherever you're aiming. You'll hit right dead center on that spot. I'm assuming you're hitting like where, like some part of the glyph.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter, right? Okay. Yeah, you hit the part of the glyph and you see like this powdery substance just kind of move aside from where it hits, and the arrow is just like impaled into it.
Okay. I got nothing else.
I'll chuck a rock onto it.
So as you chuck a rock onto it and it's kind of rolling, again, more of the glyph and whatnot, just kind of the substance like kind of moves out of the way.
I'm gonna mold earth it down 5 feet. Try to destroy it.
Okay. So you're just kind of like basically folding the earth on itself, essentially.
Yeah, if it's kind of dispersing, then I'm just gonna kind of let go and then destroy the glyph.
Okay. So as you mold earth and you're kind of flipping the earth and whatever as like a pancake or folding it like a taco or something, as you're doing that, it kind of the powder kind of wafts up into the air.
Does powder look familiar?
It's just a kind of like a whitish color.
Okay, it's not like the silver
And-
powder we just saw get sprayed in Owen's
Mm-mm.
face.
That's kind of what I thought.
Nope. It's just like a white powder. And as you kind of smell it, the bard, because you're close enough. Wait, how close were you? Let me clarify that.
I only wanted to get close enough to be able to distinctly make out what I was looking at, and 15 feet above it. So
Okay. All right. I don't think you would. I don't think it would waft toward you. So you just see it kind of fold, and now there's no symbol there.
Okay. I will try to shrink the tower again.
It does not shrink.
okay. I'm going to
Alright.
float my way to the rooftop and start making my way into it.
Okay. So you're going up to the top
Yeah.
of it. Okay. Give me a. What's your passive perception?
19.
That's right.
Well, while he's doing that, I want to try to see if I can maybe try to reattune to it. Maybe why it's not working.
Okay. So you just start concentrating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sitting like kind of, I just want to go beside it, like far enough away from the door that whatever was on the inside of the door wouldn't affect me. But I would just kind of want to put my hand on it and try to go through the attunement process again to see if that's maybe the issue.
Hey. So you're down there, you start kind of focusing, meditating. Kiki, what are you doing while the bard is flying up to the top?
Just sitting and watching. I don't know if she trusts that it's all clear.
Okay. So the bard, as you get up to the top, or as you kind of slowly levitating in perfect silence, essentially, you see a red bandana, like an orange reddish bandana. Kind of there's the trap door that kind of opens up to the top, which is open, and then sitting down below, kind of there's someone who appears to be watching the entrance.
Oh, like an orange red bandana we just saw recently?
It looks familiar.
And I'm just going to be floating up above and just look down. What the fuck are you doing? Mocking her accent.
I thought I was pretty good, actually.
So she looks back at you and she says, never seen a Lycan do that before.
I have
But
many
then she-
abilities.
That I can see. I must admit, you caught me by surprise. Not many can do this.
Well, when you're as quiet as I am, when my mouth's not running, obviously. It's quite easy.
So, what did you think of my little joke down there?
What was that?
Just a bit of harmless fun, of course. Wanted to see what you guys would do.
Well, seeing as we all being hunted, we're on edge all the time, so we thought it was something malicious towards us.
That was the plan. I wanted to see how you would behave. I am
Cautiously?
impressed. Yes, it was very wise of you. And she kind of climbs up to the roof as she's talking to you.
Be fair, if you could just keep your hands where I can see them, because things are afoot.
Oh, of course. And she keeps her hands open. And she says, "Is there anything else you'd like me to reveal?" And grabs out the cover, what do you call it? The opening to her blouse or her little jacket.
Oddly enough, I've already seen them.
She's well, not like these. You haven't.
No, actually, I've seen that exact pair.
Little pervert, aren't you?
Well, Rosario was cursed not too long ago, and whatever we imagined her as, she would be. She had a talking head that thought she was you, and trying to figure out what, she just stripped randomly.
Clever girl.
So I can see
Well-
I've seen you in all your glory.
Well, trust me. If you saw it all, you'd want more.
The bard just gives a coy grin.
And she kind of reaches. This is so fucking rude. She kind of reaches. Role play. She's reaching over and she's like, "Are you sure you don't want to see them again?"
Quite alright at the moment. I'm keeping a distance from her.
Okay.
I'm not having powder blown in my face. I mean, if you want, you can put a show and I'll watch from above, but I don't know how fun that would be for you.
So she, she'll start to, and I don't want to narrate.
Yeah.
So she'll put on a little show for us. She's trying to be seductive. Let's save the DM a little.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And I'll just roll that, and then we can just role play off of however the performance goes.
So what, her performance check?
I'm gonna give her advantage because you're a horny. Well, actually, you know what? You've never once demonstrated horniness.
No, I haven't.
So I'm not gonna give her advantage. I won't give her advantage. So normal for her.
And I'm kind of curious of her motives. So, insight?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so she's put on a little show, and are you able to see that she?
Sorry, you cut
You're
out.
cutting
yeah.
out.
You cut out, yeah.
And this is just a distraction, but you're seeing through it. So, it's not having the desired effect.
I will pull up my lute and play a little bit as she's going, and then when she's done, I'll give a slight clap and like, fine try, but I've seen better.
What exactly were you playing on your lute?
I'm so tempted.
Seriously, what are your motives here?
Just a bit of fun. It's been such a long time since I've had a attractive man such as you.
And yet you still keep trying. I know you're up to something. What did you do to stop my friends from being able to shrink our tower?
I haven't done anything. I don't really know what you're talking about.
Probably should have read
This
it.
thing shrank?
I should have read the description. Yes,
can
we
put-
can move it around at will. We shrink it to the size of a chess piece and take it with us.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's a piece of equipment. That come in very handy.
Yes. When Kresk wouldn't let us in, until we confronted Whiteclaw, we had somewhere we needed to stay. Which is why it's here.
Give me a persuasion check. What I'm having you roll that for is effectively just like how effective is the banter, the play, whatever, like the personality swap. How well are you charming her? I can see that I perhaps have underestimated you and your party. Your friends may be useful.
I tend to keep them around for that reason. Useful how?
Oh, I hunt lichens. I hunt vampires. I hunt Strahd even.
Well, our goal is all one and the same. And we were being truthful about this sword. We've received a telling from some gypsies, and then spiritual vision of Sergei gave us some corroborating information.
I think I believe you. What was your name again?
I'm simply known to most people as the Bard. If you're nice enough, maybe I'll give you my real name.
Oh, if you're nice enough, perhaps I'll give you a little more. But for now, the show is over. And she gives like a bow and disappears.
Okay. I'll call down to Hella. Try shrinking the tower now.
All right. I will give the command word and try shrinking it again.
Okay. And it shrinks.
All right. I will pick it up and put it in my pocket before we forget.
And I'll land, and I want to, without really touching it, get a little bit closer if there's any of the powder still on the ground and try to identify it.
Yeah, you see some. And you just kind of. It looks and. Just how do you want to investigate it? You touching it? You kind of feeling it, tasting it, smelling it?
I'll start kind of like using my longsword to just kind of ruffle it up a bit and see if there's a scent in the air.
Okay, so as you do that, you get a smell and it smells like sugar.
Well, apparently it was a harmless prank, but Esmeralda was here and was trying to suss out our abilities, I guess? She was shocked that we were so cautious.
Well, given our time in Barovia, I wouldn't blame us for being cautious, given some circumstances that we've come across.
It seems for now, She won't be a bother to us. Rather think she's taken quite a liking to me.
Well, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. Either you're going to be the first or the last to get killed.
Oh, I have ways of stopping her from killing us.
That's reassuring.
But for now, I say, we set up somewhere close where our party can see it. And we lock ourselves in for the moment.
Let's see. Kind of from where this is. Actually, maybe go. I guess it's only about the same distance. Maybe probably set it up over here. I think, they should have a vantage point of it and see it.
Mhm.
Should be far enough away as well, too, that, if things do go awry, hopefully it should, with the distance that it is between there, should muffles or dilute some of the sounds.
Yeah. Okay, so you're relocating down to the base of the hill.
Yeah, right down here. So I guess. Oh. Yeah.
So while you guys are doing that, let me pan over to. We'll stop the clock. Let me pan over to Rosario and Owen. You guys arrive at the burgomaster's mansion. What do you do?
See if he's home.
Yeah, knock on the
Or
door.
his wife is home.
Okay. Yeah. So Anna will answer the door, and yes.
Is your husband home?
No, he's stepped away for affairs of state. Is there something I can do with?
Yes. Would it be okay if we board his forge? I have to make something for your merchant down the street. Just a pot.
Oh, sounds harmless. Of course. It's around back. It's in the little house back there.
Thank you. And my friend Owen here needs help about climbing gear. Do you happen to sell any? Or have any designs on how to make some?
Well, I know that Dimitri likes to be prepared, and he makes all kinds of things back there. You can have a look. All I ask is, if there is something you're interested in, please pay us for it.
Of course, we'll bring it to you first before we do anything.
So she nods, and let's go back inside.
Okay, I guess we'll head over to the forge and start working on the pot. And then Owen can take a look and see if anything looks like climbing gear, because I wouldn't have a clue.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. So in there, you'll see some some weapons and whatnot. Not a ton, just a few swords and shields and stuff like that. There's some like hooks and stuff like that. So I mean, some metalworking has occurred, but you do see some things that look like you could probably use them as like makeshift pitons, but they're not like actual ones. So you get the sense that you could probably construct a climber's kit, but there's not one just like readily available.
Oh, and if you could maybe guide me and tell me exactly what it is that I'm trying to make, I can do my best.
Of course.
Thank you. Okay, so I guess I'll start working on the pot first, and then the climber gears next.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and I'll pull his chainmail out and kind of set it on the forge for Rosario.
Yeah. And I mean, I know it's not realistic, but we'll just roll with it. We'll just say you guys can get it done by the end of the day, right?
Okay.
Just to speed things up.
Yeah. But by nightfall, you should be able, or before nightfall, excuse me, you should be able to finish it, go to the shop, and do your trade and all that stuff.
Okay, and then before we head back to the tower, I'll look to Owen. It's like, we'll have to head up to the Abbey.
Say that again.
Before we head back to the tower, we should head up to the abbey. We're gonna need meat after all.
Hmm.
I'm not about to feed you, Owen, so we'll have to head up there.
Yes, perhaps. I really feel like. You know what? How much help do you need of me? As perhaps I can make that travel by myself. Could resummon Pete and move a little faster. And if you can handle this pot by yourself,
Oh no, this is after we've done all the pot and everything, so this is now evening.
No. Time hasn't advanced yet.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna head up there while I'm still... No, I will not allow you to head up to that abbey by yourself with that thing. Cannot on my good conscience let you go up there by yourself. You're too important to me, Owen.
But he's a man of the cloth, much like myself. I feel like we see at least somewhat eye to eye.
And
If there's
then
anyone, yeah, I feel like I could talk to him.
if I...
And if
I don't
not,
think-
I've got many ways to escape.
Make sure you come back to me, Owen.
Of course.
I'm gonna use a spell. I'm gonna use... before you go, I'll pray first. Where's my character sheet? There it is. I'm gonna use divination. I'm gonna ask my god if Owen will be safe.
Just post the ability. Or are you just saying okay? Yeah, that's... Isn't that a 10th level spell? Or ability or something like that?
No, that's divine
No.
intervention you're thinking of.
Okay.
Divine intervention is where you ask your god to intervene. This is where you ask your god a question.
Yep.
I will say though, do you have 25 gold?
It's like, oh, I had to sacrifice 25 gold to... Frick. I don't have any gold.
So I'm not ultra particular. If you're willing to sacrifice like goods for the spell, that'll work too. But
I'll pull out my gem and be like, for Owen, it is worth it. I will sacrifice my gem.
Which gem?
The 50 gold gem that I got from
For
Strahd.
insight greed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure because you guys also have a diamond. I just didn't was being
I have that on me still.
okay.
Yeah, I only have that. So I'm gonna sacrifice my gem for that prayer.
Okay. So then in this case, sorry, I had to read the spell. I wanted to make sure I respect its boundaries and whatnot. So ask the question exactly as you're asking it to your god.
Is the abbot to be trusted?
All right, this is the DM thinking of what the right response would be. Intentions No, actually, I know what I'll say. This will be the response. The response is, the path to hell is paved with good intentions.
I'll look up at Owen. Be like, I think I think he's good at heart, but what he wants to achieve is not good.
Thought that was readily apparent already.
I'm aware of that. My only concern is you. I do not want him to use you for one of his experiments.
Oh, I think I'll be fine. I don't think he has any eye for me.
Owen, I was brought back to life to protect you and Kiki. If you or Kiki are harmed while I am here, I would have failed my god's quest. That would be more devastating to me than anything else. Be safe, Owen. That's all I ask.
Of course.
May your God protect you.
Owen will kind of nod deeply. Kind of head outside and use Find Steed to resummon Pete. Do that so it burns my spell slot real quick. There we go. And begin, spurs Pete into action.
Okay.
Start going up the hill.
Perfect. Yeah, so we'll say you get up there in half the time, so it'll only be 30 minutes to get up there. You arrive at the Abbey. They'll grant you, at this point, they'll let you in, no problem. What do you do?
Yeah, he'll, ask once again, kind of, I wish to speak momentarily with the abbot.
Oh, yeah, right this way. And Otto kind of takes you, he leads you in there.
Yeah, and Owen would have pulled out, like, the symbol of Morning Lord out and, like, have it dangling, like, on his chest plate, like, right in front.
Okay.
But yeah, he'll follow them.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll lead you in. He'll take you into the courtyard, back into the area, or the original, the spot you saw him at first. In fact, I'll load up the map. Why not? Why not? Pull you over here. You're in here. Have it in here.
Lovely.
So you walk into this, you come into this, the main dining area, and you see the abbot sitting there with Katrina, and he's like teaching her. He's kind of working with her on how to eat and manners, etiquette, at the dining table. So,
Yeah. Owen will walk in, make that holy gesture again, and he'll say, I apologize for the intrusion, Abbot, but a moment of your time, please.
oh, of course. And he stands up, and I mean his movement is very, very graceful as he's, but masculine as he kind of walks around the table and approaches you. And as he does so, he's, how may I help you?
Well, I'm sure we all have an understanding of what affliction has befallen my friends, and I'm sure you're well aware of the dietary restrictions needed to keep them tame.
Yes.
Would you have any of this special feed on hand? We need but a few days worth so that we can get Casimir to you.
Now, on that, are you intending to get Casimir and bring him here? Is there
Owen
anything-
does.
Okay. I have one that I could prepare for you, if you wish it.
Normal circumstances, I wouldn't. But my friends mean the world to me. It's what I must do. I'm sure you feel the same way about certain things, and he'll look slightly back towards the table.
Yep, and he just slowly nods and he says, I understand all too well. I will prepare this for you.
Lovely.
Come back at the end of the day.
Very good. I shall return. Oh, and Abbott, I'm sure you must be aware that there are many that fear the devil, and don't care for him. And a gift such as this, again looking back towards the table, might make them uneasy. Please take all precautions to ensure her safety.
And he nods. Yes.
He's warning him against Esmeralda.
Be careful of who you trust close. He'll give the holy symbol and head back out.
Thank you, Owen. And he just like waves.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Owen will mount Pete and then head down.
Head back.
Mhm.
Okay. Alrighty. All right. Now, are you heading back to the Burgomaster's mansion?
Yeah, he would go back to Rosario just in case she needs help.
Okay. So, just for ease, I'm going to advance it by 15 minutes, and then I'm going to pan over to the rest, Hella, the Bard, and Kiki. What are you guys doing? You've set up the tower. Is there anything else you guys want to do before we fast forward to the end of the day where transactions and stuff occur?
I just want to sit and meditate and try to clear my head of things.
Esmeralda, she rocked the world, didn't she?
And, try to understand what's going on with me. Weighing the pros and cons still. And thinking to himself whether or not he's strong enough to actually master it.
Kiki and Hella, what are the two of you doing?
I want to kind of like sit down and relax myself. I want to see if I can try to get a lock on Fenrir since I haven't been able to track him the past a day or so, from what I remember. And I do want to try to kind of, if I can't get a lock on Fenrir, then I kind of want to divert my focus onto trying to gather the strength for the next time I transform to maintain control.
Okay. And Kiki, what about you?
I'm gonna focus on wild shaping and see if I could shape into like a werewolf form just by myself.
Okay, so you're actually trying to shapeshift?
Yeah,
Into-
just in the tower kind of by myself. Because I'm a druid and I can shapeshift or wild shape, she wants to see if she can control it.
Okay. And I don't want to give answers or anything away. Be specific to me about any preparation you're doing, or
Well, I have the wolf's bane, right? So I'll just kind of make tea out of it, drink it, and then see if I could just shift my form, just the form, all by myself.
Okay. 1 second, please. Okay. So you're actively trying to trigger it, and you're just trying to see if you can. The bard, you're meditating, trying to understand it, kind of having like an existential, philosophical
Yeah.
type process in your mind. And then Hella, you are basically trying to steel yourself and prepare yourself for the next time that you do transform, right?
Yeah, I try to get a better mental preparation now that I know that I've what it's like going through this transformation. Be prepared so if I do transform, I can at least try to maintain control over my actions instead of going into more reckless rage.
Um, give me for you, the bard. Give me a. Let's do wisdom. A wisdom check.
Just a check.
Yeah, just a general wisdom check.
Not good. What's a +1? I don't know either.
You're welcome, though. Enjoy
Yeah.
it. Okay, Kiki. Tell me, like, give me. I mean, yes, you took the wolf's bane. You drank some tea. Give me. What do you? How do you want to try and trigger the change?
She wants to try it just by using wild shape.
Okay, so you're actually using wild shape, and you're trying to turn into a werewolf at using that ability.
Yeah, she just wants to see. It just says starting at 2nd level, you could use your action to magically assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before.
So you can you're able to change your shape. I think. Let me check the stat block. So I'll just say this: it's not going. It doesn't work. It doesn't trigger the change. So are you just trying that one thing and then you're done, or is there anything else that you wanted to try?
She'll just try focusing on it, just trying to figure out like how it's working for her.
Okay, so now you're transitioning from actually physically trying to transform into same thing the bard's doing. You want to have like a little existential crisis.
Basically, what she's trying to do is channel her druidic powers and see if she can control like that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Do the same as the bard, and I'm essentially going to say, yeah, give me a wisdom ability check.
Normal or what?
Yeah, just normal. So, a 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Message. Dark
I
something.
don't know how it ended up being that because she has a +8 wisdom modifier.
It's just well, you wouldn't be able to have a +8 wisdom modifier. There's no proficiency.
Well, that's me. Yeah.
There's no proficiency. It's just a straight, whatever the modifier is. So, 1 second. Okay. So the bard, Kiki, both of you, you're meditating for like an hour, and you don't feel closer to understanding what's causing it. Give me an insight check for both of you. Wow. So not intelligence, insight. Kiki.
Oh wait, yeah.
For these ones, I'm actually going to reveal just so you guys can.
How?
Okay. Kiki, let me whisper you something.
If you did, I didn't get it yet.
I'm still typing it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, so about, like I said, about an hour went by. What are you guys doing? Are you going to continue? Do you want to continue to meditate? This is for you too, Hella, all three of you. What are you guys continuing to do?
I look to them. Well, it seems I don't know what to do. I have a theory on how to force us to change, but I'd only do it if you two are willing.
I think it's best not to maybe mess with things we don't fully understand unless unless we have a reason to change and provoke such a potentially violent outcome.
Which is why I suggest...
especially when we don't know when our friends are going to be back, and we may inadvertently put them in harm's way.
So I suggest
Perhaps
we lock
we
the
should
tower.
do some. Yeah, or there are alternatives. We could go hunting.
Good hunt.
You know, because Owen needs a better coat.
Are you sure that's a wise idea, especially with the white wolf out there?
Can't fear her forever.
I'm pretty sure
That is true,
she's
but
fighting right now.
would it maybe be a better or smarter choice to wait until we get a better grasp on these before we go after her? If we do choose to go that route.
Going after her now may be a foolish and preemptive action that may cost us more than we gain.
Well, hunting doesn't necessarily mean we're going for her.
I just mean kill wolves or animals.
If you guys want to go hunting, I will allow you to go, but I am going to wait here for Rosario and Owen.
Whoops.
What do you say, Bard?
Hold on, I was muted. With that comment, both Kiki and the Bard, with a lichen that is lower than you, the audacity, the nerve, the gall that he would have to say he will allow you to go somewhere, you feel, and just this overwhelming rage well up inside of you, and both of you shift.
I'm sorry for what I did when I was a werewolf.
And both of you are wanting to kick his ass or her ass. Well, it's half of it. Whatever.
A half-assed approach.
Yeah. But yeah, you you would not put up with with the whole hierarchy. Someone lower than you to saying they'll allow you to go. It just pissed you right the hell off, and you just want to rip their throat. You want to rip his throat out. So,
Well, I guess I'm going to lunge at Hella.
yeah.
And I follow lead because I'm following my pack leader.
Yeah. So, Hella, when you get attacked, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, not my favorite.
And Bard and Kiki, actually, both of you should as well. Give me just preemptively.
So that's just going to be a normal straight roll for me?
Yeah.
25?
Oh, Lord.
Bard, you're killing these Constitution.
I am. What the hell?
You're doing real well on those. Yeah, so you guys essentially are going to get into a tussle. Hella and Kiki, you're not in control of your faculties, but the Hella is actually going to back down, like with both the Bard, Kiki especially, coming just taking a just a couple punches. Hella is going to back down. She's going to kind of get in her place, and debating what I want you guys to do. What fun thing should I send you to go do? You are really hungry. You haven't eaten in a while. Yeah, you're hungry. Food time. So Kiki is going to tell you guys it's time to eat. You're gonna go get some food from Kresk. You're gonna bring it back to her, bitches. And Hella, you have to obey.
Yeah.
The
I
Bard.
don't like that side of my personality.
The Bard. you feel a strong desire to listen, but you're still in control of your faculties right now. What do you do?
Do it.
I will look at Kiki and say, I will obey, but is that the wisest of decisions right now?
It's them or our friends.
There you go. Yeah.
And I'm gonna head into town with Hilla then.
Yep.
I'm gonna start running towards the walls.
Yeah. I'm gonna be running to towards the walls as well with my tail between my legs a little bit, and
Okay. Just to speed this up, we're just gonna do a montage. Go ahead and roll me a d. Just both of you, just roll just a straight d20.
Just a question, real quick. If
Yeah.
Hella's missing half of her butt, is she like a tripedal dog, where she's like missing one leg?
Oh my gosh, you're on a roll tonight. No, she's just fine. Wow, look at that. It's meant to be. Okay, so both of you are successful. You adeptly scale the wall. You find that there's actually not that many guards up there, and you guys having, both of your characters being relative, pretty smart and wise, you were able to kind of get over there, find someone. Give me a D3. The bard, and Hella, give me a 1d2. A 1 is a child, a 2 is a teenager, and a 3 is an adult.
No.
And Hella, a 1 is male, 2 is female.
so 1d3, 1d2.
You're rolling a d2. The bard is rolling a d3.
How do I roll a D3 on
Could
this?
I just roll a d4 and 1 and 2 and take 3 and 4 and then make it a little easier?
You can type. Oh, sorry, I meant to put a period there.
There we
You
go.
can type the word. Yeah, you can type the word roll, and then space d3 or d2.
Yeah, got it.
Oh.
There you
You
go.
should not have told me a 1 was a child, man. I feel bad now.
Yeah. So you find a little girl. You find a little girl, and you commit lycanthropy upon her, and you bring her carcass back to Kiki, and you get to the tower, and you guys just go to town. Well, the two of you have to wait for Kiki to eat first.
So while doing that, were we spotted?
You were, you know what? I'll give you. Nope, you were not. Yeah, you were not spotted, actually. So, yeah, you guys are back there. Kiki is the first to devour, and then you guys would follow suit in proper order, and you would get your food. And you guys are not being you're not being calm or gentle or kind or anything. There's not like a mild manner. Once you start eating, it is like a frenzy. You just are like ripping. You just feel the need to like rip parts. At least Kiki and Hella do. The bard, you can attempt to eat in a more controlled way if you would like.
Yeah,
This
I'd
sucks.
probably be a little bit more gentle, seeing as I realize what we did.
Okay. So give me a Constitution saving throw to see if you can resist the urge to just like give into your savage
Nope.
desires, and you do not. Too much blood splashing around. So that's what happens, and we don't need to get there.
We're awful people.
Yeah, but your bellies are full.
I would say we're gonna go to hell for this, but we're already in Barovia.
Fair play.
And once you guys have kind of given in to your savage desires, you essentially, all three of you, feel a very strong desire to go to sleep.
Nappy nap.
Okay, so you guys go to sleep. I'm going to advance the clock. We'll pan over to Owen and Rosario. Owen and Rosario, you finished the pot. You guys are at the Burgomaster's mansion.
So we
What do you
finished the pot and the climbing gear?
Yeah, you got it. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I guess we'll go to the Burgomaster's wife first and show her what I made and tell her exactly what material that we ended up using and how much the cost will be. I also cleaned up his forge and everything else so it's neat and tidy and prepared for when he uses it again.
Well, thank you. No climbing gear. Or kit. Isn't it climbing kit? Yeah, kit. So she says, to you, well, 25 gold. We'll call it good.
I don't have any gold on me. I'll look to Owen. Unless you want half a gem. Do you have 25 gold in you, Owen?
Got 23.
But 23 would be okay. We're a little short.
Yeah. Owen will kind of pour it all, and he'll say, I have 23 to my name.
And she kind of looks at you guys. Owen, give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Okay.
So she looks at you and says, you know, because you were good enough to clean the place, I'll give you a discount. 20 gold.
Ah, thank you very much. Much
You're
appreciated.
You are all too kind, but yes. Maybe I'll hand 20 of the 23 over.
So she
Okay.
takes it and then she just goes back inside.
Oh, before she goes back inside, is there a way to grow wolfsbane?
She kind of she looks at you and she says, yes, we grow it all the time.
Could you maybe give me some instructions on how to grow such a thing and maybe some how much would a seeds cost for it?
So she actually walks around over to this kind of a poor man's greenhouse, and she grabs some seeds that are already ready, and she just has, she gives you a small handful and hands them to you.
I'm a turtle. I have a bunch of a green thumb. So maybe you could tell me how to grow such a thing, or are they pretty hardy plants?
They're pretty hardy. You just plant them and they're almost like a weed. They just grow and flourish. It's not very difficult.
Thank you very much. I guess I'll put them into my little book to kind of preserve them, and then move on.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll do the exchange with the guy for the big massive pot for the warm coat.
Yep. Yep, and he'll trade it up. So Owen has his supplies. You give him his pot.
And then I guess we'll head up to the abbot next. Oh, can I also get boots? I'll look towards Owen with big eyes. So like, Owen, I know you only have $3, but could you maybe get some boots? I don't think my cold feet on the ground is going to do very good.
Owen will take a gold coin out and hand it to Rosario and says, pick out whichever one you'd like.
Thank you. I'll probably get the largest size.
So, you notice that as part of the outfit that he gave you, he says, "Oh, I actually had some extra. I made some boots for you."
Ah, perfect. I'll get the coin back to Owen. Thank you very much, and enjoy your pot.
And he's like looking at it. And he's like kind of just wetting his. Ah, yes. I'm going to make some stew for my daughter tonight. We're gonna eat quite well.
Don't do
you son
that.
of a bitch.
Don't do that.
I made that pot very well. I put as much heart and soul I put into it as was protecting my friends. I'm sure she'll enjoy it very much.
Oh, she will. She will. My daughter loves spice soup.
That's okay. Thank you. And then we'll head back. Then we'll head up to the abbot. So you're
Okay.
able to get us some food so we can get to the mountain.
Okay. All right. So you guys are heading up to going to the abbot, right? Nothing
Yep.
else going.
Yeah, no, going to the abbot. If I feel as if enough time has passed.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So you get to the abbot. I mean, Otto will take you in there. All that stuff. Are you showing your holy symbol again? Or no? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so he brings you in, and this time you're at like the northern end, and it's like this garden area with like some scarecrows and stuff set up, and a couple of the mongrel folk they're like tending the grounds and kind of trimming the vines and stuff like that. The abbot turns and he sees you, and he says, "Ah, you have come for the food." And he looks at one of the people nearby and he says, "Please fetch the bag." And the
Mr.
mongrel kind of goes off to fetch something.
Mr. Abbott, are lycans or werewolves able to eat cured food? So that, because we have quite a large mountain we must climb. And fresh meat would go bad.
Was that to me or was that to Owen? I thought it was to Owen.
No, to the abbot. He
Oh.
only want to know: are lycans able to eat cured food? Because we have a very long climb, and fresh meat will go bad.
I have preserved it.
Ah, thank you.
I imagine we're probably going to be done in a half hour, hour tops.
Much appreciative.
You are
There's probably nothing
welcome.
doing, so I don't want that.
And about this,
I'm usually
the
if you
mongrel
don't
folk
know.
comes out, and that's like a spider person, and she like kind of hands you this bag of flesh.
I look at the spider person. Are you the one from the well?
And you just see like kind of this chittering as its mandibles on its face just kind of.
I don't understand what that means. We can look towards the abbot. Is she the one from the well? He, them.
Yes.
Ah, they're really cool. She looks really cool.
Yes. There is beauty in this.
I'm gonna look towards him and say, thank you very much so again.
You are welcome.
I have a question to ask you, if you don't mind me. One, just before we leave. Are you able to commune with your god in this place?
I have prayed almost every day. But my God has been blocked by Strahd.
I see. Does Strahd respond back to you then?
No, not anymore.
Ah. You see, I just prayed. And when I spoke to one of my friends, they said when they prayed, instead of hearing their god, they heard Strahd. I'm just curious. Because I prayed about you, and I received a message. But I don't know what it means.
What? I feel like you watched him these. What did you pray for?
I just asked if you could be trusted.
And your God said?
Good intentions. Oh, what is the pathway to hell? What did you exactly say? It was good intentions.
The path to hell is paved with good intentions.
They said the path to hell is paved with good intentions. I don't understand it.
Give me a persuasion check.
Let's go here. Let's go here. Persuasion.
He looks at you and he says, "You must have been."
I didn't hear that.
No, he's still talking. It's just slow. So he says, "You must have been talking to Strahd, unfortunately."
That's too unfortunate. What do you think he was trying to say to me?
He must not know what I am doing. He must think I'm doing something else.
So why don't you tell him?
I don't talk to Strahd unless I need to.
I see. Thank you. Oh, that's it.
So we best not take up any more of the abbot's time. He's a busy man.
Yes. And he just kind of turns and goes back to administrating to these mongrel folk.
Owen will kind of turn and kind of usher Rosario out.
Okay. And where are you guys heading? Are you guys going to the tower? Are you guys going? Where are you guys going?
Tower.
Yep, tower.
I'm gonna look towards Owen and I'm like, it wasn't Strahd.
I didn't think it was. Men like the abbot always feel as if what they're doing is right. Will look for any misdirection they can. Don't think of anything of it.
I don't. I only think of you two. Okay. I guess we'll just make our way slowly over there.
Okay. So it takes about an hour. You guys will get to this area. You'll see that it's not there, but it's not going to take a whole lot of effort for you to see that down below there's this big tower. So you can see it off in the distance. So I'm assuming you guys head on down?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you guys get there, 15 minutes, let's say, you guys get down there to the bottom and you come to this scene and you can actually smell the stinging metallic scent of blood coming coming from the tower. Oh my gosh, you guys, you're giffies. I can't even look at it right now. So you smell that sting and stink from the tower, and you can see that the door is open, and inside you see Kiki, the bard, and Hela sleeping in human form on the ground next to a mangled body of a little girl.
Wait, I thought you said that they ate the little girl. So is there anything left of her?
Yes, yeah, they didn't eat like every single part of her. They each ate several pounds of her, but there's still at least half of her left. But it's gruesome and gross.
Ah, it's still meat. We'll have to prepare what we can.
Wow, so nonchalant.
My concern is primarily for Kiki and Owen, and whatever needs to get done, needs to get done. I'm gonna look towards Owen. It's like, you are a man of faith. I suggest you stay outside the tower until I finish cleaning up.
I have to hold on. I have to look. What is your alignment? Because you see a dead mangled girl and you're like, yeah, let's chop her up. What is your alignment?
What does it say on... I don't know if it transferred over or not.
It says you are chaotic good.
I am chaotic? Oh, I thought it was chaotic neutral. Okay.
Yeah. It says you're chaotic good. If you
Okay.
do what you're doing, I'm shifting you to chaotic neutral. So
Yeah,
okay,
that's fine.
okay. Okay, you're now chaotic neutral.
But I'm gonna tell Owen to stay outside the tower until I finish cleaning. I don't want him to see it.
Very well. Suppose I shall stay out here and keep an eye out.
Okay, and I'll close the door. I will prepare the body as best I could with my cooking utensils that I acquired, and I will try my best to wrap it up in... I don't know what I asked. Do we have anything? Do I have anything? I don't have anything. All right, I'm naked. I'm gonna check the bards and maybe Kiki's stuff to see if I can find something, like extra clothing or something to wrap the meat in, or extra... I don't know. Whatever I can wrap the meat up in.
I mean, you have to tell me what supplies you got. It's just what supplies you guys have on you.
Does anyone have any extra clothing or paper?
I have
Wait, do I have
lots of
paper?
clothing.
I don't have... Okay, do you have any papers, like like a book or something? It's better to put into paper than really clothing.
And just so we're clear, just so it's not metagaming, I'm assuming that you're asking them, but in game you're probably rifling through their
Yes, exactly. I'm rifling through their stuff.
I will say the only papers I have are the magical sheets for the loot. Other than that, I don't have paper.
No, I'm not gonna use
I don't think I got any paper on my character.
But I have
Or
lots
anything
of
that could be used.
costume clothing and fine clothes.
that. Okay, I guess I'll have to use some of the clothing that I found in the bard's bag and wrap up the meat as best as I can. Just so it soaks up the blood and just doesn't make a mess. Right? I don't have any water or anything. After I clean that up, I'll kind of open the door and I look towards Owen. It's like, can you cast any water spells by any chance? Owen?
Taking a quick look. I cannot, unfortunately.
I can do create water, but I don't have it prepared for today. Is there any... I guess there's snow. Is there snow around here?
Yeah, there's some snow.
Okay. Can I create fire? I don't think I do. No, you can't. Can you create fire?
I've got a tinderbox, so
Okay, let's grab some wood. Let's grab some snow. I don't know what we're gonna use to heat it with. Does he have anything metal or anything like that? If I could act like a cup, we can melt some snow. Make some water.
I got a mess kit which contains a cup.
Sure, we'll go with that. It's small, but it's something. Okay, so I'm gonna use... Sorry, what was that?
I said enjoy drinking from that in the future.
So I'm gonna use that to heat up some snow, to get some water. I'm gonna use the the clothing as a way to kind of wipe up the water, like while I hit the blood. It's gonna be a slow process, but I'll slowly manage it. Now that the body's been all put away and wrapped away, I'm gonna ask Owen to help me clean up the blood, because he's a gladiator, so he should be okay with blood.
Yeah, Owen, I'll help.
Okay.
What
Thank you.
does Owen think when he sees this scene?
Did he see this scene, or would I have seen it before him?
Asking him to help clean up the blood, right? And so he sees a body underneath.
No. Before I would have brought him in, I would have cut up the body with my cooking utensils, wrapped it all up, and put it away. So all that he would see is just the blood that's left over.
You're mangling the poor girl. Okay, so you're chopping up her limbs and little bits.
I'm thinking, you
Oh my
know,
gosh.
they're gonna need food for the next couple of days. They're gonna eat us. I cannot let them in any shape or form eat Owen. So if I have to cut up this body so they have food to protect Owen's life, I will do whatever it needs to get done to protect Owen.
But
It's altruistic.
You guys just got a
Yes.
whole bag of meat from the abbot.
We don't know how long it's gonna last.
But your guys' characters literally have no moral, like, anything for this little girl that just got murdered and eaten.
Owen might. That's why I told him to stay out. I told specifically Owen to stay out of the tower until I'm done. But if this little girl protects Owen's life for even a day, that's another day that Owen lives. So realistically, I'm choosing between this body and Owen. But you said it only lasts a week, and it takes about a week to get there. So that's kind of what my logical thinking is.
Well, I don't know where the week to get there came from, but Barovia in total is only like 20 miles.
Oh, it came from you because I asked you how long does it take to get there?
Huh? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there must have been some kind of miscommunication. Barovia in itself, like from end to end, is only like 20 miles. It's not a super big place.
Okay. It's still probably not going to change anything. It's still Owen's life.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So what? Just for you, Owen, what's going through your mind? I mean, you don't see a body, I guess. You just see this. You see clothes that have blood-soaked clothes, and then there's blood everywhere, and blood on the lips of and hands of your comrades. What's going through Owen's mind?
He's very quiet. He does help clean. But he'll say, kind of as he's cleaning, he'll say, if there's any remains left, it's not right for us to keep it. The abbot did give us a lot of food, and I think we only need food for a day at the most. So what we have should be fine. I think what we need to do is... I don't know who they got and how much of it this person is left, but I think it needs to be returned, even if we sneak it out in the dead of night. It's not right for us to keep it and use it as more sustenance for our friends.
I understand where you're coming from, but we have a task at hand before we can get them cured. My concern is for you and for your life.
Well, of course.
If you think that there's enough food for us to get to the mountain to complete our task and come back without your life being put at risk, then we can return the body. But if you think that there's not enough food to get them there and back, then that body is the only thing that's standing between you and their stomachs.
I understand. I think we'll be fine.
Okay, I'll nod my head. If we run out of food, Owen, I will stay behind, and you go find the mad mage.
Very well.
Promise me this. Swear before me and before your god that if they turn against us, you will abandon me and you will go find the mad mage.
Very well.
Thank you.
Under Coralon's light, I promise you this.
I'll point towards where I wrapped up the body. We'll take it together. We should probably put it maybe just slightly outside the gate. I can't exactly scale a wall to get it back into Barovia. Unless you can think of another way we can return the body without linking it back to our friends. I don't think it'll go very over well if they find a body. So what do you think would be best? We are, after all, the only ones out here.
Let me take it tonight.
I can't just let you hand it to them.
Oh,
They'll know you're
no.
involved.
No, I'll find somewhere to place it where it'll be discovered early in the morning.
Okay, I'll again point there, but first, before you take it, let's finish up this mess.
Of course, and let's get a little bit of a rest as well.
Okay, you only have to rest for 4 hours, so once you've rested up, then you can head over to wherever you think is best.
Yes, I'll rest up, and when I'm good to go, I'll sneak into town and hide it. Well, not sneak into town, no. Even if they need me to prove it, I can. I'll wear my holy symbol and tell that I'm doing some work for the abbot or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
Maybe he can make that poor man a new child.
Oh my gosh. So you guys are cleaning up and whatnot. We'll say that it takes about 30 minutes. It's the sun is setting, the light is fading. You've cleaned up the mess. Are you taking your rest now, Owen?
Yeah, he'll take his rest.
Okay, and Rosario,
Yep.
you're on watch.
Yeah. Well, he's resting.
Okay.
wrong batteries.
So where we will leave session is Rosario. We'll say about 2 hours in to your watch. The sun is completely set. It's dark. Everyone is asleep. Kiki, Hella, the bard still have not awoken. And as you're sitting there, kind of making sure everyone is safe, you hear the voice of a little girl, and you kind of turn, and you see this translucent figure that looks very similar to the body that you just took care of. And it just looks you square in the eyes and says, "Bitch." And that's where we're going to end session.
Okay.